And like that, we're back with another Unpacked presented to you by the To Be Fair Show and
the GSH podcast.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
All right, y'all. The guys are back. We back at it. Yeah. I think we might have been on like a 2-week hiatus.
Holidays. Happy holidays, everybody. Yeah.
Home for the holidays. Steve, we see you. We about to get
coming
there.
in hot.
Listen, it's we got a couple icebreakers before we get to the Donald Trump. I don't know if he kidnapped the president, if he rightfully took him, if Congress approved of it. But again, y'all see the title. We're gonna get into America's foreign policy. Does it benefit us? It's domestic policy. Does it really benefit us? Who does it hurt the most? Is what's good for the world good for America, and or vice versa? I'm gonna check Discord in a second. That's a shout out to the Discord. Make sure y'all tap into the Discord. We got the sports chat. It seemed like some big news happened in the league, but before we get into the meat pause of the conversation, hey, listen, I was asking the guys earlier, chat. Let me know what is it called? Like we know ICE is, they're in America, they're deporting. What is it called when you import? I guess what, an immigrant? What is that called?
That's steam.
Are we calling that black ice or is that dry ice? I don't know.
Steam.
That's steam.
Vapors.
I don't know who said it, but somebody said they threw a Nike Tech on my boy on the plane. Damn. All right, but before
he wasn't wearing that sweatsuit.
That was in a mariachi.
He wasn't wearing that sweatsuit.
Right. But nonetheless, before we get into any of that, again, I am Q, the host of Unpacked. G, talk to him. What's going on?
What's good, everybody? Happy New Year to everybody. It's G, host of the GSH podcast, where we focus on family, friends, finances, freedom, and our future. Forget about everything else. Check it out on G-Axis Media. Just search GSH POD wherever you get your pods. Ha.
All right, Johnny.
What up? Glad to be back. Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year. Whatever we missed, we glad to be back.
You out here celebrating pagan holidays, Johnny?
All of them, man. We checking boxes.
Tell them, Johnny,
we checking boxes.
Tell them what that P stand for, Johnny. Tell them what that P stand for.
Celebrating that pagan holiday.
Yeah, Johnny Pagan.
We celebrating. Hey, we celebrate. We checking out.
Johnny, tell him you went to Busch Gardens to celebrate that paganism.
Hey, look, I ain't got my hat on, but yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time. We're glad to be back. A lot that happened. Even today, we gonna get into it. But
you said even today. All right, so I guess
Trey up first.
Probably. We got some guys that tapped in early. So I say let's attack some of the conversation. Then we'll slide back into some of our icebreakers. I heard Atlanta's in shambles right now. We're gonna get the trade details in a little bit, but we see that everybody's here for the show. So let's talk about it. The foreign policy. But before we get there, we do have a few things that have been sent in. G, what will be the best one to start off the conversation?
For the main topic?
Yeah, for the main topic. We got a few people in here so we just gonna hop straight into it.
You should just play a couple, man. Just play a couple. I think any of the joints that you ran through, this Monroe Doctrine thing is interesting. Let's start with that joint.
Okay, the Monroe Doctrine. All right, let's talk about it.
Can't hear it.
Y'all can't hear it? All right, so nonetheless, as I fix this really quickly, G, talk to us about what we about to look at.
All right, so as we all know, current state of affairs, U.S. went into Venezuela, just crazy operation, kidnapped or captured. I don't even know the right technical word, but they took the president and his wife, took them to New York and charged them with a bevy of federal related crimes, a lot to do with drugs, narco charges, things of that nature. And so, you know, really just something that's unprecedented in modern times. Most would argue international laws have been broken. And this actually just speaks to one of the international doctrines that were put in place, you know, decades ago. So, and it's being referenced now as the Monroe Doctrine instead of the Monroe. Yeah, we can hear.
All right, y'all can hear now?
Yeah.
We
all right, so I'm gonna push play on it. We'll listen and we'll react.
Have you ever seen this map? Because if not, it's definitely time that you do. It's a map based off of the Monroe Doctrine that was introduced by President James Monroe in 1823. And basically, it says that the Western Hemisphere belongs to the Americas and that no foreign power should have any control over it. Back in the day, it was referring to Europe, but today it applies to China and Russia. That's why when Marco Rubio was being interviewed about why the United States captured Maduro and Venezuela, he said it had nothing to do with oil at all, but actually had to do with...
China need their oil. Why does Russia need their oil? Why does Iran need their oil? They're not even in this continent. This is the Western Hemisphere. This is where we live. And we're not going to allow the Western Hemisphere to be a base of operation for adversaries, competitors, and rivals of the United States.
The Monroe Doctrine that President Trump has been referencing refers to the United States controlling the Western Hemisphere, which includes Greenland, Cuba, Colombia, Venezuela, which is why you've heard about us getting involved in those countries lately. It's about energy dominance. Oil, gas, lithium, rare earths in the Americas must not fall under hostile control. Financial power, making sure that the dollar system remains dominant in this hemisphere. Military exclusion. You just heard Marco Rubio saying this. No rival power gets permanent bases near U.S. territory, and information and tech control. Telecom, satellites, AI, and surveillance matter as much as tanks. If a new world order is happening right now, many people believe it'll end up looking something like this. After all, yesterday, President Trump did say,
peace on earth.
Peace on earth. We gotta have peace. It's our hemisphere. The Monroe Doctrine was very important when it was done, and other presidents, a lot of them, they lost sight of it. I didn't lose sight, but it really is, it's peace on earth.
I think it's safe to say that this is something we should all be paying attention to and not just some crazy conspiracy theory. But as always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below. Have you ever seen this map? Because
all right, fellas, let's talk about it. React. What is y'all thoughts? Yeah, speaks about is the Western Hemisphere Americas.
I mean, I think it definitely should be America's. Like, I understand that aspect of it as far as like
Venezuela shouldn't be giving out no oil to Russia.
I mean, they could do whatever they want to do, but it's not that they could do. But I like being the most powerful country. I ain't gonna apologize for that. I do feel safety in that. I don't think this is necessarily about like my safety when they doing it, and it's not necessarily about the American people. Now, there are some people that are going to get rich, the oil companies and stuff like that. But like, I don't think it's necessarily like, I don't know how much American people are going to see from like this oil and anything like that. But people know about our military, and get down and lay down. You better, man, Trump told them folks, and I don't agree with necessarily how to go about it, but I know there's a lot of people that don't necessarily agree with, Maduro either.
All right, you just took us a bunch of yeah, I don't even know if you like answered the question. You just had to get your shit off. All right. So you agree with the Monroe Doctrine, and you glad that Trump strong-armed them niggas and the oil and any resources on the Western Hemisphere is America's. That's pretty much what you just said, right?
I agree with the Monroe Doctrine. I don't necessarily agree with how Trump went about it in this particular case.
So you do believe that anything on the Western Hemisphere should be America's, USA?
I mean, not necessarily all, but we should control it. And I think we do have a vested interest in controlling the Western Hemisphere.
So it is like South America, are those not sovereign countries?
Yeah, and like I said, I think we have a vested interest in controlling and having influence over. I don't necessarily know about
But
like
that's what I'm.
100%
But
ownership, but like you know what I'm saying, like not controlling it. Like we have vested interest in Panama. We don't necessarily like own it, but like it's there to help us and like our American interests.
G, what is your thoughts?
So I think that I'm trying to answer this from not of like a place of like my quote unquote personal opinion in terms of like how it should be governed. I think the reality of what America has done over the last, let's say, so what's this 20? Let's just say since World War One-ish, like around that time frame now, right? Like if you look at the last 100 years or so, roughly, they have no choice but to go to extreme measures, America, to protect their borders, if you will. And so how do you define that, right? The reality
What do you mean
is,
by that? So I can understand.
So the reality is that what America's borders, if we talk about the ocean, is the Atlantic and the Pacific.
Okay.
We got to control, like, so from an American perspective, they're like, if you're in that ocean, we gonna know about it. We need to know about it, both Pacific and Atlantic. And you're talking about a lot of space there, right? But America has to go to extremes to protect that space for a multitude of reasons. But that's how they're gonna most likely get attacked. Say East Coast, West Coast, because those are the most vulnerable places to an attack versus trying to come through Canada to get to the United States, or versus go through Mexico, get to the United States, which leads to the next point. It's like when you look at the proximity to a lot of these South American, Central American countries, how easy it is to get to the United States, you don't want your adversary setting up bases or creating certain alliances that's going to give them strategic advantages against you. So I do think you do, just due to the nature of what America is, they do have to be aggressive here to let powers that be know, like, we as in America are running this shit, and we are not accepting like zero tolerance policy for any quote unquote adversaries thinking they can come over here on this side of the world and set up some type of shop that makes it more likely that they have an advantage against against America making an attack here. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like one of the things, if you think about wars, major wars. I've been in Europe, and you can see the remnants of World War II in a lot of these countries. You don't really see that here in the States. Maybe you go to Hawaii, go to Pearl Harbor, you go see something out there. But, we really haven't had major modern wars fought on the continental U.S. soil. So it's like, I think that's something that they will want to continue. And I think this is just America's way of just making sure, like, hey, look, zero tolerance, and we're not going to allow none of y'all to come over here and get comfortable.
Okay. And so with that said, it sounds like you agree with the Monroe Doctrine. Or you just saying like applicability.
I understand it.
Why it makes sense in the sense of like foreign policy in the game of military chess.
I understand it. Yep. I do understand it. And given,
you agree with it.
So I don't necessarily agree with a lot of what America does from a foreign policy standpoint, but when those decisions are made and then things get executed, you better have some things in place to protect against retaliation and other things like that. So it's like, because America has its karma out there stirring up, they're trying to, stay ahead of what's inevitably going to come back to them at some point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like America has sort of played themselves in a position where they have to continue to do this and be more extreme, because that's what begets the next thing. Like, you can't kind of reel this thing back in at this point.
It's almost very similar to like, I don't know nothing about this, but like you would say, like people who get caught in the streets, and it's like a cycle that's like almost like hard to, like, once you start playing that game, once it's that kind of war, it's hard to like get yourself out of the game, because once you do, there's Russians, there's Chinas, there's North Koreas, there's all these people who are going to play. They're going to keep on playing this game whether we keep on playing or stop playing. So you almost have to like keep on living by these rules, doing stuff, whether you agree with it or not. It's almost like if America gonna stay America, it's like this is what we have to do.
And what was China and Russia's impact in Venezuela to push for the importation of their president?
To my understanding,
mm-hmm.
they were becoming very comfortable with their relationship with China and Russia, and I think I said, I don't know if I sent in a video about this, but what Venezuela was doing was so the way that the global oil market works is that it runs based off of valuations in US dollars. So the US dollar, the US currency.
Yeah, they want to ship it in USD.
And so that's one of the big things with BRICS and all these other countries is trying to break free of the American dollar. And so what Venezuela was doing was like bartering with China and Russia to give them oil at a discount and not using USD for the transactions. So they're finding ways to undermine US currency while also trying to get cozy with Russia and China, who inevitably want to be able to set up some type of military base on this side of the hemisphere. Like that's they're trying to establish those relationships so that they can expand their military empire the way the U.S. has, as we've got bases in Europe and Africa and all over the world, Asia, etc. Russia and China want to do the same thing, but in South America and Africa and all these other places. So the U.S. is just like, no. It's not going to happen in Venezuela. And let all you other South American niggas know. If you think you going to let China or Russia up in here, y'all are next. We can do this to all of you. And so it's really
he was like beans on state property. Get down or lay down.
Yeah, it's like that.
All right, so the way that I'm hearing it, so y'all interpretation of this is not oil based, it's military based.
Political influence. It's like I think that's a lot to do with it too. It's just about
so it's not oil, but
oil's just oil's just a piece of it.
It's a part of it. Yeah,
has been the oil. Right now, the case that y'all are building is about China and Russia building military bases, and that's why, in your words, you had to get down and lay down. Is that what y'all take away from this is?
At the end of the day, yeah, it's the oil is just a piece of it. The oil is just an excuse, but the real goal long term is to prevent those relationships from flourishing on this hemisphere.
I think the drugs was an excuse.
So do y'all discount like America's push and infiltration in every single country that has dominance in, or you know what I mean, especially third world country that has dominance in oil?
But see,
its history, and then Venezuela just so happening to be or have the most barrels right now currently.
Yeah, but Quint, the thing about it is oil has always been tied to the dollar ever since like the 70s and the establishment of the petrodollar. The dollar has been tied to oil, and that's why you go after the oil countries, is because oil is sold in dollars, so it props up the dollar. And once motherfuckers doing that,
so America don't care anything about oil. It's just if the
they
oil
do care about oil. It's about how the oil affects the dollar, because we got enough. We got a bunch of reserves here, and we still finding oil here. But it's about how that oil globally affects our dollars.
And I guess this is a new take for me. I
mean, the dollar. The part of why the dollar is the dollar globally is in large part due to how these global markets use the dollar at the forefront. Like, and you know, so this is a threat not just to the military. It's a threat to the economy as well. Like this whole idea of BRICS, you know, mind you, I think Venezuela is also one of the countries that don't have a central bank. That it kind of, we start to go into a different conspiracy of a conversation of countries that don't have central banks and what they have in common. And so And so, like I said, it's some things at play, but I think the biggest thing here, and the reason why Greenland and some of these other things are being thrown out there, is because the U.S. is just making it very clear to say, hey, look, this is not, don't think that. This is why I'm kind of confused about the Russia-Trump alliance, because I think Trump is trying to punk Putin as well, like in this. I don't think the whole Greenland play is about punking Russia. Not like, so it's like he's not. It's just a very interesting. It's just very interesting going on right now.
That one confuses me based on like how close he has been with Russia in the past and some of the ties, to where like if he does it and says it, I'd be very surprised, because like I don't think historically he's been known to, like I feel like he was in bed with Putin for a long time. So to see him go against him would be very interesting.
All right, that's interesting. So I guess it sounds like y'all don't think that, given everything that y'all are saying, and like I understand like everything inside totality with the military bases, and the need with oil. So should there be so y'all in general, y'all say that there shouldn't be sovereign nations and countries in the Western Hemisphere, and pretty much that don't align with America's control.
Now I didn't say that.
Yeah, I didn't say that either. You funny as hell. Too funny as hell. He tried to get us. He tried to get us. He tried to spin
all right,
us.
so hold on, my bad.
He tried to spin us.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to better understand.
Say that.
I ain't say that either.
It sounds like both of y'all made that exact point.
Not at all.
Maybe y'all was explaining why we're doing it, and that was the reason. But so Johnny, I guess I'll start with you. So how is what you said different than exactly that? Well, because for the Monroe Doctrine.
No, because I disagree with how he went about like the forceful removal of things. Now, usually, and I don't even.
But the Monroe Doctrine still states that you pretty much need to be aligned with America's interest if you're on the Western Hemisphere.
No. What the Monroe Doctrine said is that it's not going to allow imperial or colonization on these Americas from the other hemisphere. That's what it said. So it's saying in America is going to be the one to ensure that it's not happening, so to speak. So basically,
right. That sounds like there's no sovereign nation that goes against anything that America likes on the Western. South America, you can't go against anything that we like. You can't trade with people that we don't fuck with.
But like,
we gonna put your president in his sleep.
But that's the look. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's right. But I'm not saying
there's numerous cases of America removing South American leaders.
Oh no, so
this is not new school,
Hey, but Quint G. There's also like numerous times of Russia going in someplace and influencing.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about right now? Well, right now we're talking about America.
That is
in
the game. That is the game.
I didn't say that like playing. America is the only country that exercises this. I never said that. We're just speaking about right now in America. Again, we're talking about is America's interest in the best interest of the globe, or is global best? Y'all see what the damn thumbnail says. But so nonetheless. I'm asking.
Can I ask?
I'm asking because you haven't yet refuted the statement that I said. If you can actually be sovereign as a nation and decide to trade with who you want to, like everything that you're saying sounds like it goes against it.
Not necessarily, not sovereignty, because you can trade with like.
You can't trade with Russia and China.
I'm saying there's a global. There's a global. No,
y'all just told me that.
No. See, Hugh, it's levels. Like I said, it's levels. It's levels. Like America does trade in the dollar.
Y'all just told me you got to trade in the dollar.
No, but Hugh, America does trade with China. America does trade with China. We the biggest partners.
The point that I'm saying is that so if you want, like, say Venezuela, this is the case that y'all made. So I'm only taking the case that y'all made. It's the fact that Venezuela did not want to pay its ties to America by trading with China and Russia in dollars. And so as that country, you cannot operate inside
But
your
that's just one small piece of it. The biggest point is that the Venezuelan leader was becoming very cushy with Chinese leadership.
Yeah, again,
and Russian leadership.
Like,
I'm saying oil. Put the oil aside. Put the oil aside. Put the oil aside.
I still agree.
And so
Venezuela can't be sovereign then.
No. So you got to hear what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm listening.
You got to hear what I'm saying.
For them to be sovereign.
They can exactly. They can do. They can do. But here's the But this is the other. This
but
is
if they do, they gonna like the president.
But this is the other piece of Venezuela because technically this nigga is not a democratically elected leader either. Maduro.
Allegedly.
There's no allegedly. He lost the election.
He's not.
No, allegedly. Listen.
Oh, okay. So you're pro Maduro.
He don't want them Biden. He don't want them Biden elections.
I'm not pro Maduro.
You pro Maduro, senor?
No,
Senor Young.
No, I'm not. But from my understanding, he fixed the election, so he did win. He fixed it, but
he had one of them Joe Biden W's. He had the machine.
I'm just saying. You're talking about a country, a sovereign country that's under dictatorship rule.
We understand. We're also getting into now a little bit more of the nuance because we'll walk our way into. There is some split reaction with Venezuelans. People happy, people mad, and then it does go back into what we're saying, the Monroe Doctrine, where is America the world's police? Where they should be able to go into other countries and control how the country is ran. And then like you can bring in the oil company.
It depends on the relationship. It's all about the relationship. It's all about a relationship. Hey, you want America's support? You want America's protection? It's like the mob. It's like the word. It's like the mob. It's like you're on my block. You're on my block. Your business is on my block. Do you want some protection or do you just want to run your business?
They got nukes. They
got nukes over there. You can either pay me to secure your business, or you can take the risk of not having no protection.
Who got more nukes than us?
Right, but no protection is different than you.
No protection means you gotta protect yourself from me, Paul.
Right, right. That's exactly it.
Hey, but for real, I think that protection piece
because right now it does. Y'all still have not made a case for Venezuela being able to be a sovereign country.
No, look. I think sovereign countries should be sovereign. Like, I don't personally agree with the policy. Let me be clear. I personally don't agree with the policy. I don't agree with what was just done. I personally don't agree. It seems very fucked up to me based off of the information I have. Like, that's my personal opinion. But I understand is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's all. I understand. I get it. And you know what? I'd rather be American than Venezuelan. I don't know what else to say
right now. Hey, Q, here's another thing. Can you be a sovereign country?
Grande de Agua. My bad.
Hey, I don't know what that means. Milk ice.
You remember them up in what was that, G? They was somewhere kicking. I guess them
motherfuckers, yeah. But hey,
the
can you be a
FBA
sovereign?
That's all I knew. The FBA didn't like Trinidad and Agua.
Can
they was thinking about the projects and shit.
Q, can you be a sovereign country if you can't stop them folks from running up and grabbing your president?
They
don't sound like a lot of power. That don't sound like
listen, hey, I understand what you're saying, but that also means that you don't believe that there should be sovereign countries.
No, they should, but you got to be able to protect your sovereignty. Like, a sovereignty is something that's not given. You have to protect sovereignty. Like, if somebody comes to take your president, then you probably weren't. But you can't just run and take. We couldn't do that to China. We couldn't do that to Russia. There's a lot of places where we would not be able to do that.
Right. So, what it sounds like you're saying is that if you are near us, you shouldn't be a sovereign country. You should agree with us. Or if you try to exercise your sovereignty, allegedly, you would You know what I mean?
Depending on what your sovereignty is about. It depends on what your sovereignty is about. It depends on what your sovereignty is about.
Honestly, that's okay.
Exactly.
It depends
All
on
right,
what
so
your
y'all, all right,
sovereignty
so we made it past it. Y'all don't agree.
Hey, no, Q. I agree. I agree, but I'm telling you, the American position is it depends. Hey, look.
No, I get the American position.
And like,
hey,
if you get
I think
sovereignty,
and I respect. Hey, look, I get it.
sovereignty,
I get it. I get it. I get it.
you let them niggas run down on you, bro. That sounds
All like what my boy Steve say. All this
really
shit
quickly,
requires bloodshed and conquering, and America knows that. So you know they about the action, man.
That's what Malcolm X said. He said, "What's a revolution without bloodshed?" But Johnny, just making sure I can wrap this into some of your other viewpoints, because you are a sovereignty bull, and like everything that you're saying sounds really interesting. And like you speak this exact same language when it comes down to Black Americans and being their own sovereign people. So with that said, if Black people then can't enforce their sovereignty in America, then you believe that they should not be protected then, right? And that if somebody can strong arm Black people's sovereignty, then
I didn't say nothing about protection. Like, it's like,
what did you just say?
For like the Venezuelan people. I'm talking about like as a country. Like,
you just said
able to
protection from us.
Oh no, protection from the world. I'm talking about they got nukes.
Venezuela
China,
ain't
Russia.
But
like yes, like American protection is
world.
something that's for sale. Like we protect these countries too. Like there's a lot of countries, if you drop a nuke on, we're gonna go to war and we're gonna protect a lot of countries also. It's not necessarily
right. But again,
us.
Johnny, Venezuela is not looking for Americans' protection. But again, then y'all said, well, you need protection from us then if you're going against us. So again, you're like you just now said
you
like,
making yourself an enemy. You making yourself an enemy.
So Johnny, again, I'm just asking, if Black people can't protect their sovereignty in America as the minority, do they deserve sovereignty given how you framed the Venezuelan?
Black people, I mean, there's a lot of things as far as like I have issues with the way, but I know we've gone through, and I feel like we could have done better. There are countries outside of Venezuela smaller countries that do have sovereignty. I just don't think Venezuela did a good job of it. Black people could have, that. But you act like this applies to
spinning, boy. What you think,
spin?
Nice little dreidel top.
Dreidel top.
I think you got to have a better plan to go about your sovereignty. Like I said, I think like
Johnny, you heard him. Get in the box, Johnny.
Nah,
come on,
Steve.
Get in that box.
We supposed to be on the same side on this one, Steve. Like we
Johnny, you are for the imperial power that Steve is trying to overthrow. That don't even make sense.
All right, man, but like I ain't getting in no box. All
right, so G, let's play. I think that you had another good one. I know that y'all don't believe that it has anything to do with oil, but I'd love to get y'all reaction to.
No, it's not that don't have nothing to do with oil. Oil is like how can you say, like it's like the front man. It's not the main. It's just not the main reason.
Okay.
It's an insane plan. They are talking about stealing the Venezuelan oil at gunpoint for a period of time undefined as leverage to micromanage the country.
We are in the midst right now and in fact about to execute on a deal to take all the oil. They have oil that is stuck in Venezuela. They can't move it because of our quarantine and because it's sanctioned. We are going to take between 30 and 50 million barrels of oil. We're going to sell it in the marketplace at market rates, not at the discounts Venezuela was getting. That money will then be handled in such a way that we will control how it is dispersed in a way that benefits.
That does not sound like they're allowing sovereignty right there. But I'm gonna keep going.
It's the Venezuelan people, not corruption, not the regime. So we have a lot of leverage to move on the stabilization front.
As well as in Colombia, Mexico, and other countries. And we're also totally dissatisfied about succession. They're relying to help them run Venezuela, help Trump run Venezuela, of the most unreliable, corrupt people who hate America. So this is fraught with peril. The American people, the public, not just in a classified room, the American people need answers.
Really quickly. So Johnny, before we respond to this, I do think that, and I didn't notice that you had an anti-FBA take, but this is anti-FBA.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do
You see,
that.
old man check. He want to check you real quick.
Hey,
When did
look,
Black
man, we ain't gotta
Americans
go
as a
down
whole
that
ever
road.
want sovereignty from the U.S.?
I'd probably say around 1865 to 1877. If I had the guy to check my books, but I think sometime,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
You talking about Reconstruction, huh?
I mean, he said when. I mean, but I
Okay.
imagine,
All right.
yeah.
Uh-oh. All right. So, what is y'all take on what you just heard?
Again, I think the oil is just a very small, it's not really about oil, but Venezuela just happened to have a bunch of it. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, it's not so much about the oil; it's the fact of how Venezuela was doing business with the oil as it relates to. It's like Rubio said in the other clip, well, why does Russia need Venezuelan oil? Why does China need Venezuelan oil? Like, they can get oil from other places more efficiently than, say, Venezuela.
Because
They also say Venezuela's oil is like ass compared to other types of oil.
It's crude oil, so it has to be refined more, and it costs a lot. And that's the reason why they send it off, because they don't have the capacity or the engineering to refine the oil. So they just grab it and ship it to other
yeah,
places.
they doing it cheap, so it's all right.
Hey, but that's why it's cheap, because it's bad.
It's undercutting the market.
Yeah,
hey, look, man,
because it's bad. But
you can't take down the price of my dope, man. That means we you can't just flood the block with a whole nah. You can't. If I got the 10s, you can't come out with the 7s.
The 8.5s. Like,
come on, man.
Hey, but I also don't believe none of the lawmakers, because a month ago it was about a couple of drug boats out there in the ocean, and now it's about oil. And so I think they moving the goalposts, and they moving the cheese anyway, based on what the
all the federal charges are related to drugs. It seems like.
So it's I don't believe anything. I don't think they're gonna tell the American people the actual reason anyway. I think they're just making up a whole bunch of things that sound good just to, do what they want to do. But yes, I don't necessarily believe what any of these folks be saying, because.
Gotcha. All right. So G sent in. G has sent in a few of them. So I'm gonna play. I think this is a part 1, part 2. Call-ins coming soon. We're gonna drop the call-in link early. So yeah, stay locked in.
Openly said that the next target is Greenland. Greenland belongs to Denmark, an EU country, and Donald Trump has been eyeing it since 2019. Back then, people laughed. After Venezuela, no one is laughing anymore. In 2025, Trump appointed a special envoy and said clearly, "I will get Greenland one way or another." He argued that Russian and Chinese ships are everywhere, and Greenland is critical for U.S. security. Even force is an option. So why does Trump want Greenland? First, rare earth minerals, worth over $1.1 trillion, key to breaking China's monopoly. Second, Arctic trade routes, opening as ice melts, shortening Europe-Asia shipping, and boosting naval movement. Third, Thule Air Base, a vital U.S. base tracking Russian missiles and Chinese submarines. After Venezuela, Europe fears one thing: global double standards are now exposed. When Russia attacks, sanctions. When the U.S. acts, silence. Europe depends on America for security. So this isn't just Denmark's problem. Europe is trapped. Trump has openly said that the next target is Greenland. Greenland belongs to...
You heard that last part. Who depends on who for security? The whole continent.
That's the thing, though. But hold on, that's the thing. If Trump goes after... if Trump goes after Denmark, that Denmark's not Venezuela. They're part of NATO. So you get Title V, and there's a whole bunch of other ramifications with Trump trying to do that versus running into Venezuela. That's NATO.
No, it's the next level. It's next level.
Venezuela should have been a part of NATO, and they'd have been good.
Nah.
Get down and lay down. It'd be it would have helped. I think being a part of NATO is way more beneficial than not being to ask Ukraine.
It would have helped. Sure, would have helped.
Yes, absolutely. Like,
All right, I'll push play on the next one. Oh, my bad. Y'all can't see it.
that man hit pause instead of play.
Oh, y'all couldn't hear it either?
That's not on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like it went away. Okay, I already got you.
It's still not on the screen.
Trump, after intelligence revealed Iran was testing ballistic missiles. The next name on Donald Trump's hit list is Iran. The next 48 hours could be extremely challenging for Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei. Protests are spreading across Iranian cities, while airstrike plans are reportedly ready. Last week, Benjamin Netanyahu made an urgent visit to Trump after intelligence revealed Iran was testing ballistic missiles. After the meeting, Trump warned clearly, if Iran expands its nuclear or missile program, the U.S. will respond. A B-2 bomber mission takes 37 hours, a clear sign of serious escalation. After protesters were shot, Trump said, "We are locked and loaded." He added that if killings continue, the U.S. could step in to rescue the Iranian people. The situation is tense. The hashtag Make Iran Great Again is trending. Even Senator Lindsey Graham, often called Trump's closest ally, appeared wearing a cap with the slogan. Reports say Khamenei's escape plan to Russia is ready. Now the world is watching. Whatever happens next, hopefully, happens without bloodshed and ends peacefully. The next name on Donald Trump's hit list is Iran. The next 48 hours.
The Mayas.
Oh man.
Migas?
The Migas. That's funny. Yo, it's just a crazy time. But see, you see, it's all based off of the alliances. Like
the world.
At the end of the day, it's based off of who you teaming up with. Like
allies in the axis.
What side you on? That's what it's all about.
But like,
who's trying to undermine U.S. position in the global hierarchy? Like that's what it's about.
Now, I'm gonna say this. Denmark. I said something. I don't think we should mess with these folks either because, like, Venezuela's something different. That's like the Monroe. I don't think we should go across the world fucking with folks. And like Iran, they don't really play like that. I don't like, that's like a worthy opponent. That doesn't make Americans safe when we go other places.
Who's worthy?
Like, the Iranians. I think they.
You think their military force is worthy to go against the United States?
I think they're a devout people, and I think they're disciplined. I think like they're gonna fight a war, and they're gonna be committed to fighting a war. Yeah. I mean, you fight them. I ain't trying to fight them. That's not so you want to just get in a war with them folks for what?
I don't think they want to get in a war with America, but that's just my opinion.
They probably don't, but like I just wouldn't want to. Like the Middle East is someplace where like they fight, like they've been fighting for years over there. We should just probably.
It don't stop. It just don't.
It don't stop. Yeah, it don't stop.
Yeah, we should probably leave that alone.
Some Americans over there to get PTSD and die. Yeah, but they're gonna keep fighting regardless.
America probably got just as many troops in bases spread throughout the Middle East, like surrounding Iran, than Iran has like in Iran, if we're being honest. Like,
yeah, but I just don't want to go to war. Like, like that's just like, I don't see the benefit of like warring with like people in the Middle East anymore.
No, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. But the reason why is because of the relationship with Israel. That's the reason why.
That. Fuck, that's not worth it for us. Like as Americans, that has nothing to do with us. Fuck that. Like leave them folks alone.
So how are you pro? How are you pro that, but not like how are you that, but not the same with Venezuela?
Because that's Monroe. That's the Western Hemisphere. Thank you. That's the Western Hemisphere, and I think that. But like, we shouldn't like if Iran want to go. Israel want to go do their own. We shouldn't support them.
But Johnny,
Israel's our ally.
I was just about to say that Israel is the thing that, according to y'all, Russia and China is attempting to do with, like, say, a Venezuela, where they have an ally that is located right there. That is kind of like the whole.
I don't necessarily.
Taiwan is our ally. What's going to happen if China does this shit in Taiwan?
Like the concept of those two spaces.
I don't necessarily agree with us having.
Damn, you
Israel
got to
as an
be
ally.
pro-Israel to have your take, don't you, Johnny?
I don't necessarily agree with us having Israel as an ally. Like I don't agree with that. Like,
But they allow us to have a base that it's right there in striking distance.
We got more than a base. Like
we got bases everywhere. We don't build not just.
We have a
Israel.
crazy relationship with Israel in terms of the shared intelligence and etc.
I think we give them way too much money, a crazy, unfair amount for what they're giving us back. I think that's a deal where we lose every time.
Do you know
on that deal every time?
Do you know low key? Where Israel outpunches?
You said you need allies in the ability to strike on the same hemisphere, and that's what Israel
does.
That's not
on our hemisphere,
Johnny.
That's not our hemisphere though. That's the Middle East. That's over there.
Do you know where?
That's why you want it.
Where Israel outpunches its power, like relative to all these other big countries, is their expertise and capabilities in cybersecurity specifically. They have more cybersecurity expertise per capita than anywhere else in the world. It is kind of crazy the amount of cybersecurity expertise coming out of that bubble of a population.
Well, I mean, listen, to be fair, I told Johnny I'm gonna take the heel turn. Now I'm not really, but to be fair. Like when you do read the history of Israel,
stop. This is nasty first.
Hey, listen, they do be putting BTA on everybody in the area. Military wise, they all right. They listen, whether it's right or wrong, it be BTA everywhere.
Hey, what you said? They went 14-3. Number one in the NFC.
Number one seed.
Number one seed going into the
they get the first round bye. They get a bye week. Yeah.
I ain't saying it's right. I ain't saying that they don't get help. But in that area, it'd be BTA.
Hey,
Johnny, what you say? It's called the Nakba or something like that. What does that translate to?
Like disaster, or they got it's like 2-3 of them. They got Nakba 1, Nakba 2, and 3.
Like the technology they got, the whole dome they got and shit. Like they trying to build a dome over it. Like, bro, like they got some next level shit over there for sure.
Steve got to chill. No, but but I'm only saying that to say. To act like they're not an ally that can be used beneficially in the Middle East.
Huge ally.
And also have your Venezuelan
take.
But also have your Venezuelan take don't make sense to me.
But let's
I
not
gotta
act
admit,
like
those are kind of conflicting.
But like I will get they're only that powerful because they've been like backed by the two most powerful countries ever.
You were just telling me about Carl McGraw and some shit like that.
I mean, that's what they got to do with this. Like, it's two separate things. Like, they had that, yes, that's good, cool, but like, they only are like that good because of like Great Britain and the United States. Like, let's act like they weren't like set up for success to begin with.
They were set up for success. They was imported there. We understand the whole, conversation in peace.
But yeah, let's not go too deep into that.
Yeah.
Let's get out of that one.
Yeah. All right. I kind of forget where we was at. But G has luckily sent in enough memes to where we can keep this one rolling. I think that this will.
The truth is, there has been a dictatorial regime in Venezuela that many countries have allowed.
Okay, y'all get that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Peruvian president, senor.
The truth is, there has been a dictatorial regime in Venezuela that many countries have allowed, have endorsed, that many local politicians continue to endorse. And for us, it's a decision that finally had to be made. And now that what happened has happened, obviously, constitutional order has to be restored with the Venezuelans. So from my side, and the foreign ministry has already mentioned it, ultimately the United States made the decision. Necessary actions were taken, and today democratic order must be progressively re-established in Venezuela. I, as Jose Yeri, fully agree with that intervention because it was a necessary decision, and someone has to make these kinds of decisions from time to time.
That sounds like a country who wants to be on America's side. That's what that sounds like.
He don't want sovereignty. He just want to be.
He said, "Hey, Trump, don't come down here fucking with our drug kings. We want to keep making that soft Peru 24/7, how we get it in. Hey, don't come fucking up that Peru. You feel what I'm saying? So like that's my thing too, is like when you think about the amount of drugs that come to the United States and where it come from, and he's only attacking like Venezuelan drug boats and shit like that. It's like, why not invade Mexico and go after the cartels? Why not just send a whole F-bomb thing to Sinaloa and declare war against the cartel? You know what I'm saying? It's like, because it just doesn't make sense. So it's like smoke and mirrors here, a lot of smoke and mirrors, but shout out to Peru for standing with the Americans.
Yeah, one thing that I noticed is the big Presidente hat. Again, it's cosmetic, but it's like Trump's impact is worldwide. Before Trump, I think that they've been so tacky. Everybody been like, what? But yeah, shout out to the Presidente. Yeah, it does sound like a guy, if that was translated properly. That he don't want his sovereignty. He would prefer to be a part of the gang. He's okay with being extorted. Hey, let me keep my restaurant on the block. Yeah, let me keep my restaurant on the block. I'll give y'all a couple dollars, to make sure y'all don't run inside my shit. And we can be cool. I see what you did over there. Yeah, damn. They should have just paid. Should have just paid up. That's what it sounded like to me. All right, Johnny, you still there?
That boy go.
All right. So what I will do is before we move into call-in links, and then we'll circle back into this conversation. Call-in has just dropped. Make sure that you tap in. The call-in is live. Yeah, we do have a few icebreakers of a couple things that have been happening, that has happened. Again, we talked about, black ice, dry ice, and real ice. I think, G, you sent in something that dealt with a situation that happened earlier today.
Yeah, it was in Minnesota.
Okay.
Unfortunately, someone lost their life at the hands of ICE. From what I understand, so a person was shot in the face. But they're already trying to claim self-defense. But I'm not one to watch videos of stuff like that, so I haven't seen the actual incident. But this is a clip of the mayor of Minneapolis trying to really talk tough, which I thought is interesting.
So they are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. So,
well, I guess like a part of this, like that's like one of my main issues with this whole ICE thing. Like they're doing social media recruitment for ICE, and these people are lowly vetted at best.
Well,
and it only seems, if you've seen and heard the dash cam videos of in the car, especially like we was in Charlotte, so we got a bunch of them, right? And you hear them talking while they're like pulling off a sting, or they're trying to pull somebody over or anything like that. It sounds like low-level juvenile people figuring shit out on the fly.
Poorly trained at the
they go into cities, they ain't got no idea of the city. They ain't got, they don't know nothing. They don't, like, they just popping up trying to do whatever the fuck they doing. Like,
well, and like this too, like as a law enforcement officer, don't you have to identify yourself before you can like?
Is that I don't know.
ICE is not a law enforcement officer. They are immigration and customs enforcement.
Well then people need to stop running over law enforcement, because if they don't have the same training standards, and they're saying they shouldn't get the same protection even in the media. Like if they're not like, but a lot of the people are like.
You said people are saying stop running over law enforcement.
Yeah, or they're
What you
trying to
mean?
claim that these are like they like the right or not just people in general that are protecting. They're saying that these are legal or federal law enforcement officials, and they get like the same protection that police would have and all of that. And it seems like they are getting that,
I
but I
think that
don't
they're
think.
like federal government employees. Maybe they're law enforcement.
I don't know if it's technically law enforcement.
All
Okay,
right.
but I thought law
Let's
enforcement
change
like,
the chat GPT.
but they
Come
have
on,
to like
Johnny.
announce their, hey,
Yeah,
this is
like the
law
police.
enforcement.
The police do, I think.
But I
Yeah,
thought
I don't
anybody.
know if ICE has to do that though. Do
Yeah,
they?
ICE they run different, bro. Like they don't have to. They don't follow the. They're not governed by the same shit as the cops. They are here to enforce what I was not aware
Hey, man,
of.
shit. Yeah, ICE is considered federal law enforcement agency.
Federal law enforcement. I didn't know that they had deadly force and shit. Like I didn't know you could just be shooting niggas.
But don't you have to like you have to identify yourself as law enforcement before you can go and then do that stuff.
Not
So,
not
Johnny,
federal,
what
not federal,
rule are
Johnny.
you using to like say that you got to do that?
Like a DEA agent don't gotta say I'm an undercover DEA agent. That's a myth. He don't gotta say that.
Oh well, maybe yeah. I mean, that's just what I've always heard. Or like police, like stops. Like if you're getting stopped by like the police or
Right, but
something
they're
like
not
that,
police.
like they
though.
have to like.
But they're not
Oh,
police.
They federal.
But they should have to do something because you can't just get out the fucking car, yank my door, and then like I'm supposed to know you're the police. You know
When
what I'm
you
saying?
federal, they can. That's why they roll around with them fucking tanks and guns and just be like, get out the way. Like without no like get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like federal don't follow the same rules as state and local. That's for sure.
Well, that's the problem, clearly. But like, I think like that's part of the problem. Like these niggas gotta have some kind of like procedure, standard. What they call it, standard operating procedure.
No, I
you
think it's
can't
crazy
just-
that they're using deadly force, like shooting niggas. I don't know, like what the real threat was to shoot somebody. You know, I don't know.
Watched it. Was
the
the
car
person
going
attacking
6
them?
miles per hour. Car going 6 miles per hour ain't no deadly force. Like you like. I even think like the car moved. You wouldn't try to kill nobody. Like clip a nigga in a kneecap.
All right, so my bad. All right, Johnny, you watched the video clearly. What happened?
Well, like you don't really see nothing, but like she's the car, because I think that like the car might have been trying to block, the ICE from going down the road or something like that. But the car in the middle of the road, kind of in like a, it's just in the middle of the road, kind of weird angle. I don't know why it was at the angle it was on in the middle of the road, but they come, you can see the car pull up, the truck, it didn't have lights, and 3-4 of them hop out, and some get the fuck out the car, get out the fucking car, yanked on the door. One of the niggas reached into the car to try to unlock it. Then she pulls off. Not even that fast. She's not like she slammed on, and then she like tried, and like the officers are here. She might have clipped them, but you can see the wheels clearly go this way. And 3 shots, and then the car crashed. And like, so it's not really that graphic, but it's a lot that happens in a quick succession. But the guy clearly didn't look like his life was in danger. Now was he trying to escape or avoid capture? Clearly, but like, if I could,
they killing niggas off that is interesting.
That's crazy.
Because it sounds like that woman didn't incite like an issue.
She was trying to, like I said,
at best she was doing the no.
If I'm an illegal alien,
I think she might have
you
been
should
obstructing.
expect me to run. You feel me? Like if I cross the border legally,
she was a white. No, why she shouldn't even like she wasn't even illegal.
Oh damn! The person they killed wasn't even a.
It was an American citizen. She was a white lady. Yeah, they got a name out. Yeah.
They killed a white woman.
Oh, y'all didn't know that?
It's over. It's over. ICE just ended. They just ended ICE. It's over.
They killed a white woman.
The ice has melted. He said,
the ice has melted.
That threw me for a loop right there. Whoa!
Well, I'm not
Hey,
sure.
I love to be the breaker of the news. Yeah,
ain't no way
this is a big deal. They got one of their own, and this is like a regular Anglo white, not one of them Rodriguez whites.
Yeah, her last name was Good. Like,
oh,
hey, listen.
whoa.
All I know is that when
but
when
they
I'm
was
in
still,
the Discord,
but they was still gonna call her a domestic terrorist though. Like they was on the thing, still calling her a domestic terrorist, saying they trying to give her charges for trying to hit the
because you
office.
can't,
that's crazy.
As a white woman,
they're under different rules and different laws. They're like,
but we don't know these rules. Niggas just running up, grabbing car doors and shit.
They
Act
can't
like we know the
prevent them.
rules.
It's a felony for them to even do what they've been doing. So for them to be as patient as they have been with people interfering with immigration,
you don't get to shoot niggas though,
I know you don't. I know you don't. But this is
like,
what
how do I
say.
know your? How do I know your immigration? If
you
I
can be
gotta
impatient,
get the fuck
but
out
like
the
at what
car
point
and
is
you grabbing my
justification
door?
to shoot a nigga? Like,
you said justification.
I don't know who the fuck, and you got a mask on.
No
saying
one
all
said
this.
justification. Everybody knows what country we live in, especially us. But I think these are like guys that they pulled from Florida. Because you remember what that Florida chief of police said. He's like, any kind of interference, we shooting on sight. So I think that's the mentality they taking.
You just teleported real quick.
Keep going, keep going.
Yeah, what was that? He got diverted. He was in space.
That nigga teleported real quick.
Hey, now listen. StreamYard told me they had some new shit. I was just checking.
Oh, you trying it out? Okay.
My bad. Listen, I keep going. I'm listening.
Hey, he like, I'm paying all this money. I'm gonna try out these effects. Yeah.
Keep going, though, man. We listening.
The main thing I wanted to say to come up here, but I'll let y'all finish this topic because I wanted to respond to Johnny.
Okay. All right. So, what I will say is that every time I'm in the Discord, like you broke new news to me. Every time I'm in the Discord, I go into the FBA chat. All I hear about is how nice, how domesticated these white ladies are, and how like they don't really do no wrong. This is crazy for me to hear.
That's crazy.
Like daily. Listen, shout out to TBI. I became TBI defending black women in the chat. But daily, I see like an onslaught of like, white women are great because of inside the FBA chat.
That's crazy.
It's interesting for me to hear.
Wait. When you phrase it like that, are these the guys who are for FBA or against FBA?
Yeah, it's supposed to be
FBA warrior, nigga. What you talking about?
FBA disciples be in here
warriors, nigga.
Advocate for swirling. Be advocating for swirling in the FBA chat.
Not just advocating for swirling, advocating for tearing down the sisters at that. Like,
I'm
just
like,
crazy
we ain't gonna say no names. No names need to be said. But I ain't never seen a dude turn every conversation into why we should swirl.
We're gonna have to start putting asterisks to these FBA people in this chat.
But it's crazy because that's literally what it ends up. Like, you know what else is wrong with the world?
We can't get white coochie. That's every conversation.
That's the reparations to get some.
That's all he want, man.
That's all they want for reparations.
That's all he want.
He just want to his own green card.
He just want to go. He just want to enjoy the slopes.
Yeah, listen. That's why. Listen, I don't even engage in those conversations no more because everybody else got it. I'll be like,
hey, shout out to TBI, man. TBI be in there battling for hours, man. Shout out to TBI, man. They be having a battle royale in that mug, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Y'all gotta start posting like round 1 in the morning.
Right.
Hey, and what's crazy?
Those are real FBA points.
What's crazy is he'll post some swirl shit. Nobody won't say nothing. So he intensified the swirling propaganda. So then it's like, okay, I gotta respond to this shit, man.
It's crazy because it's true though. Like
it's like, okay, bro, you
why y'all attacking me for liking black women? All right, bro. It's your world. You got it. You got it. All right, so Steve, you seen what happened with ICE. What is your
that, Steve?
We'll drop back into the main conversation in a second, but what recently just happened? The ICE agent.
Nah, Q, you messed up, man. You can't just introduce him as Steve. You got to introduce us as either like runner-up for the award or award-winning.
I love it.
We need the
say
list.
proper introductions.
Yeah,
please.
proper
introduction is needed. This is right. Listen, I'm gonna give y'all. Listen, we've been talking about this Tubies, and the Tubies is coming. But I will also say, if you have been in business, if you had to deal with contractors, sometimes timelines ain't your best friend. And so, like, you be hopeful, and then shit just be like, well, all right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up, and then we gonna see when this is gonna happen, and then we're gonna announce the date. But the Tubies are coming, and with that said, y'all heard them
before the Chronic. It's gonna drop before the next Chronic. That's all they need to know.
Guaranteed that. Guaranteed.
Yeah,
the detox. Yeah, it's gonna be here before the detox. No question.
The Tubies
for sure.
Before
but
the
what
detox.
he's talking about is our most competitive category, which is the call-in of the year. We got, one might say, our top 2 candidates right here. And yeah, listen, called in of the year. We might be talking to the winner and runner-up right now. Steve, he pull up every time, drop gems, beans. We got also on Pacific time. We have old man. Maybe I feel like Steve from San Diego.
They both from Cali.
LA and San Diego.
They're both from Cali.
That's the I-5.
SoCal rivals.
I-5 right there.
Yeah, the I-5 boys. We got old man giving us the beans every single time. Listen, I like to say, I'm not mad at his representation of the FBA. He comes in, he can engage in some regular conversations, and he know how to turn it when it's necessary to get it back onto the FBA conversation. And with that said, man, I think that you had something that you needed to talk to Johnny about. Talk to us.
So Johnny, if we wanted full sovereignty as a whole group of black people, we would have left and renounced our citizenship here in the United States, and we would have went to one of those African countries. So
you would Liberia?
We would have went to Liberia. We would have went anywhere. What you say, I don't think that's true, but it's okay.
Well, I mean, wasn't that like a goal of some of the people to bring us back?
Yeah, the government.
And then we fought us.
Yeah, it was
Garvey. Whatever, Garvey.
Yeah, but he's not he was never an American. He was always an outsider trying to make Americans go to Liberia. So
I mean, did we know that at the time? Because I didn't know he wasn't American until recently. I was always
you didn't know
he was always Jamaican. He was always Jamaican.
I didn't make the distinction growing up as much as I do today.
That's fair.
But I think when Johnny say black people wanted sovereignty, he not saying that they wanted sovereignty from the United States. They wanted sovereignty in the same way white people in America had sovereignty. Like that's a distinction. We just wanted to be treated the same way, self-determination, create our own neighborhoods in the same way that they are able to like exercise in this country. That don't necessarily require you leaving the country because you saying black people should have sovereignty. We just want sovereignty.
All we gotta do is go to the same state.
You're making like a really good point. That is not Johnny's point.
I'm trying to help Johnny out. I'm trying to help Johnny make his. I'm
rocking with what Steve's saying.
That's what I'm saying. He just ain't had the language to.
Johnny, tell Steve about that own state that black people should have.
I'm gonna look it up, brother. It was a name for it. It's sad. Like I'll look it up. Give me a second.
You talking about the Black Belt thesis, New Republic of Africa? What?
Nah, it's supposed to be one of the go to like the American slaves to. It was a proposed thing, but I forgot the name of it. But like I'll get back to that.
All I got to say, bring it to the topic. If sovereignty looks like I'm getting shot dead in my car, I don't want that sovereignty.
Yeah, that's a deeper conversation to have. But I think at the time when we hear a lot of black people talking about sovereignty back in the day, there is a component of people talking about leaving as a form of sovereignty, but there is a larger contingent, the Malcolm X's of the world, the MLKs of the world. They don't see their sovereignty as outside of the country. They see their sovereignty as being afforded the same rights as everybody else, in the country. And I think that's the distinction that kind of need to be made.
I'm talking about organization.
Yeah, Johnny talking about a whole
state. Guns stashed up. The pig get to acting crazy with the people.
You know how vulnerable that would make us if we were all in one state? We would be eliminated within 10 years.
And in a weird type of way, FBA or whatever you want to call,
I'm
whatever.
just going by history. When we all
listen. I think hopefully next week we can get into it.
Yeah.
I think a little bit ago, G posted into the Discord a video of like some white nationalists training and doing some things. And my question was, is there any counter movements like the Groypers and some of these white nationalist movements that exist for Black Americans that exercise like these same exact principles of organization, the military power? I mean, you know what I mean? Like the military tactic and mirroring in general, and it seemed like nobody could really answer.
I got two.
So I think we're gonna break that into a question coming soon.
Let me. I want that one. I'm gonna say the fruit of Islam and the Hebrew.
Yeah, none of them actually. None of like so.
Not to the level that was.
Do not get political. Like they don't get politicians in power and make them exercise their policies that they want in the way that, say, the white nationalists, the Groypers, like any of these groups do.
No,
and that's
I agree
kind of
with you.
what I was asking.
No, I agree with you there as far as the power, but just in organization, they do have structures that are
I like the NOI, the Fruit of Islam are not exercise like going out doing gun exercises and shit inside mass. Like the security for the NOI is not all of the NOI.
And what's the point of
the fruit? I know it's the fruit of Islam. They do
it's like just some like their security.
And what's the
gonna know some tactics.
But I'm saying, I think that's close enough to where if they did some gun training, they got the organization to build on that. Like,
but what's the point of organization if it's not trying to impact the political? It's pointless. Like there's no point of a organization if it has no ideology around how it's going to be politically involved and exercise its power to make the political process bend to his will. Like I think a lot of people should go read. They get confused and they conflate Malcolm X with the nation, but they should go read Malcolm X. And he wasn't advocating from a removal of ourselves from the political process. It's like he say, it's the ballot or the bullet. Like if you go read that, that's a direct telling you of what he think your options are. So a lot of our Black organizations really put Black people in this trick bag of saying we don't need politics. Everybody else don't do politics. Yes, they do. These people don't have power because they're not doing politics.
Oh, well, Steve, they don't do it the way we do. Black people think politics is voting. They don't understand the organization behind anything. If you ain't that's the problem. We don't, niggas think you doing politics if you voting.
That represent
like
what
they
America
don't understand lobbyists
about.
and like they don't understand the true game of politics. Voting is like a very, very first rung of it, but like I don't think we understand that aspect.
But we did though.
We did because
we had a whole civil rights movement.
I'm talking about right now.
Martin Luther King went to the White House.
Right now,
the Martin Luther King went to the White House. He made a demand. The powers that be said, "If you get me the votes, I will do the demand." He said, "I'll get you the votes."
And like that's voting, and we've been voting ever since, and we ain't made no other demands.
But that's because after we got the first, because after
we played the game wrong, we just kept on voting.
But after we got the first demand, people thought that was good. So now people look out for their self-interest when they participate in the political process. After they hit the first wicket, you see the de-evolution of Black politics after the civil rights.
Looking out for your self-interest is having lobbyists up there that are looking out for yourself. You can't look out for your self-interest through voting.
That's not true.
Behind it, you gotta have the money behind it. All these folks, the people that make the most, that the minorities or that make the most, that have the most power, they don't get it by voting.
What money did Martin Luther King have?
But that's why it didn't necessarily continue to work once he was no longer here. Like the movement wasn't sustained because once he was here, we lost the vision. He saw it. He had a dream. We just didn't continue to play it. I think he would have figured that out. He was.
I
But once he
disagree.
was no longer here,
We didn't lose the vision. We executed the vision to the utmost of what he believed in. Equal opportunity for everybody. We voted people who were not us into office, thinking that they had us, that they would represent us. So
do you think if he would have lived longer, he would have saw?
He already started. That's why they took him out.
Even longer though, he would have been like, oh shit, like he would have figured, like you get what I'm saying? Like he was on that path to actually learning, but that's why they took him out. But eventually,
but this is what's so funny about. This is what's so funny about a lot of people when they like revisionist history around King, because the main people who be like, "Oh, well, King was figuring it out." Y'all wouldn't have agreed with what King was figuring out. His politics was antithetical to Black capitalist politics. So a lot of people like
he was still figuring it out.
No, I mean, but what he was figuring out was antithetical to the politics that came after it, which a lot of Black people sit up and support today because they view being able to participate in the capitalist order is more important than self-determination of the community at whole. So a lot of people who like to frame themselves as they would have supported Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, no, they wouldn't have. They would have said Martin Luther King and Malcolm X is some losers who believe we should redistribute the wealth.
I don't know about
that's what people would have been saying because that's what they believed in. That's what they believed in.
Losers is
well, but I know that they would have called them Pan-African socialists.
For sure, they would have been saying that Martin Luther King and Malcolm X is Pan-African socialists, and we not rocking with that.
That might be worse than loser.
Yeah,
I'm just that was hyperbolic. That was hyperbolic. And don't clip that up and take that out of context.
Yeah, I disagree on that whole take, but you can move on to what you was talking about. Because that's like 40, 50 years.
We do have y'all see G. We're sports fans here. He has the Hornet jersey on. He has been clamoring for us to get rid of this guy.
Me too.
LaMelo Ball. I am a LaMelo Ball. I'm with Big Baller brand. Triple B. But
that was close.
This is not about the Hornets today. This is not about the Hornets today. Shout out to the Discord. We have a sports and money chat. And if you've been in there, we have a guy that rides he rides hard for the Falcons, not Falcons, well, for the Falcons also, but for the Hawks.
Shout out to the Falcons.
Hey, appreciate y'all.
Shout out to the Falcons.
Shout out to the Falcons.
Shout out to the Falcons.
Dirty Bird.
But
hey, what they used to do
it seems like there has been a groundbreaking Shams then pulled it out and made that announcement. There has been a trade. Ice Tray is now
the ice melted again.
The little DC Go-Go. Yeah, he's at the Go-Go's now.
You gotta learn to beat his feet.
Kick him off the DC.
Boy, gotta get some foam posits.
Yeah, East Atlanta's finest, who look like CJ McCullough, is
coming.
Zone 6.
CJ from Atlanta?
No, he from Ohio.
But he's in Atlanta now.
Oh, I thought you said he was. Oh, okay.
I said, welcome to Zone 6.
Oh, I thought you said Zone. Okay, I heard it wrong.
Man, I think they should probably look to trade CJ 2 before the deadline.
For who?
What's up?
Because he just doesn't fit with that roster, in my opinion. Like,
why not? He a bucket getter.
He's a bucket getter, but that team is about two-way players, flexibility, switching. Like, I just don't see him really fitting the long-term makeup of the team. And CJ is still a legit bucket that I think a team competing would be willing to give up something valuable to maybe bring him on board to get him over the hump. So I might still throw CJ out because he been having he has some great games this season. He's been doing his thing. I would.
You don't think the Hawks are that? Like they're just a bucket getter away So all right, so I guess this is the way
but you just traded a bucket
this
too,
is the
so
way,
you
this
in the
way
hole.
I'll frame it.
It's just another undersized guard that can score.
They didn't need a bucket getter with the ego that didn't play defense, i.e. Trey. I think that has been what has been the case that has been made in the Discord for a while. But with CJ McCollum, you get a low ego guy that can go get your bucket when needed, but he does not have to be a centerpiece of the league. I think every team kind of wants a CJ McCollum.
I can agree with that.
He fits in a space where he's not an ego piece that you have to feed the ball to. He's not Trae Young when it comes down to defense. He's not a defensive stopper, but what he is, you know what I mean? Like he can go 90, 50, 40 inside a year. Nobody would think crazy.
I don't disagree.
Hold on. My thing is, do y'all think that's an even trade though? Because I feel
No,
like you got
it's not.
CJ.
I gotta see what the rest
else.
I gotta see the picks.
They
got CJ, another player. I don't know about the picks, but
because that's the only thing that I don't like about it. Because I think as Atlanta, you can't you got fleeced.
It was 2 players, and I'm not sure about the picks, but Trey Young's market value, his trade value didn't equal his value as a player, unfortunately. Like, in the league is just, it's got like, so this is what I'm saying.
It's evolved and went different, yeah.
With the Hawks, with CJ, they're not a top 4 team in the East with CJ. What can you get for him is the way I'm looking at it. Y'all clearly got a young core roster here. You got Daniels.
What would you? But like to say that, then what would you have to give up to become? And who would you have to get to become a top 4 team in the league?
I think they need time. I think they just need time. They need time, and I would try to trade CJ for if I could get a first round pick. I would let CJ go.
Ain't nobody giving us first.
Jordan Poole ain't with.
But if I could get one, would you let him go? If you're the Hawks and you can get a first round pick, would you let him go?
No, just not
a future first round pick. If I can get a future first round pick,
a Hornets first round pick.
Because Q, he's also an expiring contract. Yeah. You're not going to sign him again. You're not re-signing him. Contract? Correct.
Oh well, then yes.
That's what I'm saying. You're not keeping him long term.
Like you just added more things to the.
But it's the reality of. But this is why I'm saying you would trade, because you traded him for the expiring deal
for 3 years. I would fuck around and sit on it.
It's a free agent. It's for free agency next year. They hoping this piece, the type of piece that y'all think they need. CJ $30 million gonna come off the books next year. Kristaps money gonna come off the books next year, and they'll have enough money to see if they can chase whoever the biggest name in free agency is, and add to that. But like for the time being, for this year, yeah, I definitely think him and Alexander can play in a backcourt together, and it'll be a sufficient team to play good ball for a year.
That group could fuck around and get a first round upset if they make it to like a 6. Who's 6?
Hell nah.
A 6-3 matchup. Yeah. Who's the top 4 teams in the East?
Q. They not beating the Knicks.
They can easily beat the Knicks for sure.
Oh my God.
Keep going. Give me more.
They not beating Philly.
They can easily beat Philly because Philly's an injury.
Oh my God. We looking at different. We're looking at different leagues.
Are we really high on Philly?
I think Philly,
like with Paul George and Embiid, who they are.
They just gonna get better with the rest of the year. They don't even have to they can work themselves into shape.
When was the last time Embiid played a full playoff series?
Embiid just dropped 30-something the other night on one leg.
Embiid will win MVP.
No, but it's Maxi's team now. Embiid is a role player. They're not relying on him.
Like they're not winning with just Maxi.
But they don't have just Maxi.
Right. You have Embiid that's not going to play in the playoffs. You're not going to win without Embiid playing in the playoffs.
He's going to play, Q. He's playing right now. When
has he played is what I'm asking.
He's been hurt, but he's playing right now.
He play up right now all the time. He don't play in the playoffs.
No. He didn't play last season.
He won MVP and then didn't play.
Q, he didn't play last season, bro.
I know that in the season before that, well, he played a little bit more the season before that. But the season prior to that,
he played in the playoffs with Bell's palsy. This nigga had one face inside his face numb.
I remember
was going off on the Knicks. Like
I remember in each series he played like 3 games
and dominated.
Yes, that's the story.
That's all they need. That's all they need.
Half a back and one knee.
They lose every year because of the nigga.
If the Hawks meet the Sixers in the playoffs, we are betting. Deal?
I'm not making that deal right now.
So I see. I'm ready to make the deal right now. If they meet in the playoffs, let's bet.
I'll take that bet because the Philly some goddamn chokers, man.
Oh, okay.
Philly some goddamn chokers, man.
This a new Philly. Maxie's the head of the snake now.
I ain't never heard anybody have this much conviction in Philly.
Philly is the team to watch in the East right now. Philly's the team to watch in the East right now.
I lost respect for Embiid.
There's been a lot of times Philly has been a team to watch. They had Jimmy Butler choke. They done had who else? They just bring in.
They had a super squad, man.
Nigga, y'all done trusted about 4 processes.
Yeah, the process is done complete.
Trust the process.
It's Maxie's time.
What happened when you process food too much? It's becoming 3D printed.
That shit turned into a GPU.
It's Maxie's time.
Hey, so let me read you something. Let me read you.
The Hawks over the Knicks.
Not the Knicks.
You have to listen to what's being said. I'm not taking them over.
Give me the Knicks.
You said they could easily beat them. That's what you said.
No,
not the Knicks. Not the Knicks.
Not the Knicks.
Easily upset. That's what. So if you're saying easily upset, that means you're taking them.
It's not exactly.
That means they ain't got no sovereignty, Q.
Yeah, that sounds like you're hedging your bet. Yeah, I think I agree, Johnny. He hedging his bet. Like easily upset. Like what? No, that's not an easy upset.
All right, so what I'm saying, like there's teams that they match up, and you're like, huh?
So
there's
5
no
games.
way this 1 versus 8 matchup that this 8 can beat this 1. There's some of them where you're like, this seems fairly evenly matched to where I would not even be surprised if this group lost. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
All right, so
there's not a big like lane of separation between the Knicks and the Hawks, in my opinion.
I think it is in a 7-game series.
You have faith in
I saw what Brunson did to them boys in the playoffs last year.
I still get
Eastern Conference Finals before.
Hey,
I still get a Knicks. I get a Knicks over Atlanta.
Come on, Knicks and Atlanta not even close in my opinion.
Now Philly,
orange and blue skies.
Y'all disrespecting Philly. Y'all disrespecting Philly.
Who's the other 2? You just named.
You got the Pistons. They the clear cut.
They're not close to the Pistons.
Clear cut favorites right now in the East.
Pistons is right now. They look like the strongest team.
I don't think the Hawks could handle. Like I said,
I don't think it's like big degrees of separation inside the East. That's my issue.
I take the, like I said, the Knicks, the Pistons. I would take the Sixers, and I would probably take Boston right now at this moment. I would probably take those teams to where.
Now I think that's a scary matchup for Boston. If you go look at that roster construction,
it could be, but in the playoffs, the Hawks just haven't shown me anything to know. Like come playoff time, I can trust Jaylen Brown in the playoffs. I'll say that. So like I said, I don't know what the Hawks have done in the playoffs, or really at any point for me to believe that this team is going to be the one to like do something special. You think they can win a first round series? I don't think they can win a first round series with CJ McCollum.
Hold on,
I think
Camus, what's your input on it?
There's not a big degree of separation to where this is easy. Hey, come on, we coming to you.
Camus, what's your input on the Trae Young trade?
We're gonna get back to the politics. We got you.
Camus over there chasing speed.
Camus worried about Barcelona. They didn't whoop ass yesterday.
Okay. All right. Let's fellas. I guess we can wrap this up. We did get into a nice little. It's fun talking basketball with y'all guys. This ain't bad right here. Yeah, you might have to do a spinoff.
Did the Hawks? Hey, let me ask you this: did the Hawks get better? Did the Hawks get better
for basketball with?
I think the Hawks got better.
Yeah, we should do something. We should do something like maybe like a quarter, like a monthly or a bi-weekly or something like recap. But did the Hawks get better with this trade?
Yeah. The swap that I just looked at, it looks like it's like fairly simple. If they were winning more without Trae Young, and then you just get an egoless bucket getter that you don't have to actually build the system around.
Probably be 6-man.
A complimentary piece. He's
But who was
complimentary.
the other? Who was the other piece they included? Who was the other piece?
Cody Crisper. He hurt right now, but Crisper he a
nice.
shooter.
He nice.
He a shooter. If he healthy, he's a shooter.
And CJ can shoot. Like he can.
And CJ can shoot. If your whole scheme is y'all gonna be playing this positionless
CJ's
ball,
not a defender though.
But he not as bad. He not as bad as
he's
Trae Young.
Bad, bro.
He's not as bad as Trae Young.
He's serviceable. Like he's not.
I don't know if CJ's serviceable at this point. I don't know. I'm not buying that. He old. He never was the most athletic.
He's not old like Trae Young. Trae Young is not like he's just atmosphere.
I'm targeting CJ every time he on the court.
Yeah, but it's still even a different calculus when a dude 6'3" versus, but probably not really even 6 foot. Like you might still go at him, but it's still a different level of work you got to put in to go at a 6'3" kind of bigger dude. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, pause. I know all that sounded questionable.
we go. I definitely think it was time for Trae Young to get traded. But this you got to admit, for a player of his stature with his name, number of All-Star appearances, this is not a lot in return. That's why
Trae Young
fleeced on the trade. They got fleeced.
Hold on, let me look him up.
I think this is what Trae got. You ain't getting shit for Ja.
So Trae Young is an unrestricted.
Like I don't even think that their trade value is comparable.
Trae Young, unrestricted.
Ja different than Trae.
Yeah. Trae Young, an unrestricted free agent in 2027, and we'll see in 2027.
Ja sells ticket. That's what I meant. Yeah.
We'll see in 2027 if the league value what Trae Young offering, because this gonna either be an Isaiah Thomas situation after he left Boston after averaging 30 a game, or he gonna get. But Boston didn't bring him back after averaging 30.
Hey, but he was hurt though.
He got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt.
But he was trying to get but that's 2020. He was trying to get the money before he got hurt.
Right.
Yeah, but he got hurt.
Yeah.
That's what hurt
him getting hurt was just a cop out for them not to give him the money they didn't want to give him no way. No, but he got hurt after he had already averaged 29 for the whole season.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's gonna turn into that type of situation where either people say, yeah, Trae Young averaged 29 a game, but he's so bad defensively, it's like he negative 29 on the other end, bro.
There's a difference between dropping 30 and giving up 30. I heard that on the meme.
I mean, he's definitely bad defensively, but I don't know. I don't think Ja's trade market is gonna yield. Because like you could say Ja sells tickets, but Memphis has some of the worst attendance, arguably worse than Charlotte. Shit, like
Memphis, I think if you put Ja Morant on the trade market, somebody giving you first rounders for Ja Morant.
Nah, they would have did it already. Let's see. You think?
No, I think that you are underthinking Ja's trade market value.
He can't shoot.
He can shoot decent enough.
He's not a shooter. His athleticism is arguably already peaked. When was the last time you seen Ja really like?
What?
No. When was the last time you seen Ja really like do something like that?
Earlier this year, he was still.
Yeah.
Nah, we not.
Yeah, I don't even know if Ja's like 27 yet. Like,
talk about always being hurt as well. He's always hurt.
I think the hurt part is his own issue.
I think he plays out of athleticism.
Well, the thing is, when he plays, and anytime that he's ever played, he's always won. Like Memphis wins, but Ja is also interesting because of Ja he's shown to be a traditional point guard and a scorer for his point guard. Like he has both of those attributes, and he's won doing both of those things. And to me, like I think that's what makes him a little bit more of a unicorn is that you can run an offense with him, and he can get it done. And he can be the point man in an offense and get it done.
So
he
can
way
Trey
more.
Young.
He way more D Rose or Russell Westbrook.
No, Trey Young gets assists off of having to be the point man and the shooter and scorer. He's never not been
dribble for 18
the guy
seconds
that
and pass the ball.
Was high usage, high shooter, and got it done.
But I thought you were just saying the fact that Ja can be a pure point or a scorer.
Yeah, Trey can't be a pure point. I've never seen him do it.
I think Ja Morant does have a more natural. Like,
when has Trey been a pure point?
Like, maybe I'm confused on what you mean by pure point. Like, I don't know too many people who would classify Ja Morant as more of a pure point guard than Trey Young.
A pure point.
He's more ball dominant. Trey is more ball dominant, but that don't make him not a pure point.
A pure point is pass first. I don't really understand.
Or even if you don't want to say pass first, when you watch Ja Morant play the game, first of all, he ain't never shot the ball at a clip where scoring is his. He's a score first point guard. He's somewhere in the between, which is much more of a setup playmaker.
Mm-hmm.
He just he ain't been healthy lately, but like he got a much more natural point guard skill set. That's like, okay, I'm attacking to get a bucket for somebody else versus I'm attacking to always get my bucket first. And then if I get an assist, it's because I didn't get my bucket and it's 6 seconds left and I'm passing it to Buddy over here.
Right. And that's the Trey Young where
that's a very different type of game being played. And that's why I hate when people be like, well, he averaged 28 and 9. Well, he had a ball all the time, and it's either the play gonna either end up with him passing the ball at the end or him shooting the ball. He should have 9 or 10 assists a game.
Look, I agree that Trey is high usage. This might be just like I said, semantics.
What makes him a pure point guard, you guys?
The idea is that let me ask you this: is it because he scores at a high level takes away from his pure point guard skill set?
It's because he scored first.
So because you score first, you're no longer a pure point in your opinion.
Yeah, that's why Allen Iverson wasn't a pure point.
Allen Iverson ain't nothing. He wasn't even like an assist guy.
But this the thing.
Like, he was a little different.
Trey Young is only an assist guy.
Like Allen Iverson assists and Trey Young assists ain't even in the same category. Q.
Yeah, and I think
but the game has changed so much.
Trey Young has led the league in assists.
Right, but the game has changed differently.
But so has Russell Westbrook, and nobody would ever.
James Harden has led the league in assists when he was scoring at his highest clip. But it's only because of how NBA offenses are made.
Yeah.
In which, previously NBA offenses are made, and this is why Trey Young's value is lessening because he can't really do split action, and he only reads the game as a pick and roll PG that's high usage, and the game is moving to a more European style, which is combo guards and split action.
That high pick and roll shit is done. It's cooked.
It don't really exist in the league anymore, and because of but the thing is,
just like a more aggressive Chris Paul.
When you have a high usage guy that is pick and roll based, you're going to get, no matter what, you can be a good playmaker or bad playmaker. Like, you just have to suck to not get 7 assists. Anybody that's high usage inside a pick and roll based flat offense, you have to get that because the reads are really simple. If you get double or triple team, you're kicking to the corner, you're kicking to the the dunker spot, or throwing the alley.
The reads are simple, but making the actual pass ain't always the easiest pass. That's the difference. Like,
but if you're high usage, you don't even have to be efficient.
Okay, so but
these guys have heavy turnovers as well.
Will you give Trey that he's an elite playmaker?
I like Trey.
Because now I sound like T.B.I. Is he an elite playmaker?
I would say he's an elite playmaker.
Is he an elite passer?
I think that Trey Young is elite. Like, I don't know if he hate Trey Young.
And this is the problem with looking at assist numbers.
There you go.
But this the problem with the problem with looking at purely assist numbers. Because if you purely look at assist numbers, you would say that Steph Curry is not an elite passer. You turn on the tape and watch the actual game. Steph Curry is an elite passer.
Is he a point guard?
No, but that's the confuse. Like, but that's the
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Just because like to say that Trey Young isn't a pure point guard, I think like So,
But G,
so you're
why does
basically
he
saying
have to be a
because
pure point guard?
no, I'm just saying he has the skill set. I think he is definitely a ball dominant. I'm not disagreeing. Like he's a ball dominant, score first point guard. I think he's also a pure point guard. Like in that he's a natural playmaker. He's a natural playmaker. He's gonna set teammates up. He's gonna make those reads. He's not gonna force bad shots.
And Russell Westbrook prime was he the best point? Was he a pure point guard?
Russell Westbrook was never a pure point guard.
But how are we determining it?
And Russell Westbrook was never considered like a smart decision maker.
But hold on, but when you look at,
has never been considered.
if you look at the stats, he averaged just about as many turnovers as Russell Westbrook, and he's a worse shooter than Russell Westbrook. And it's
way higher usage. It's just different.
And you said Trey is a worse shooter than Russell Westbrook?
Go look at the numbers. Trey Young is a worse shooter.
But we all know he's not. But we all know we would put Trey Young in any shooting contest over Russell Westbrook any day of the week.
But we don't care about no shooting contest. We talking about the game in between the lines when the clock is starting. You being able to beat Russell Westbrook in the shooting contest in practice don't matter.
Nah, Steve. When the clock starts and you need a bucket and you need a jumper, you're not giving the ball to Russell.
Trey Young is a way better shooter than Russell Westbrook.
If we in between the lines, the stats say over his career, most clutch buckets is Russell Westbrook.
Clutch buckets is different. Clutch buckets is
You
different.
talking about,
Clutch buckets is different than shooting.
He missed.
LeBron's got clutch buckets, but
you talking about when we want him in the most important moment. The most important moment is 5 minutes left in the game, and you can win the game.
Cooper Flag got mad clutch buckets,
baby. A couple
baby.
of them other ones, you don't even need them clutch buckets.
Yeah, I think Trey led the league in fourth quarter scoring, bro, last season.
I'm talking about Russell Westbrook's career in the league. He got a pedigree of being one of the most clutch dudes in the league.
I seen a nigga go 4 for 14 in the fourth one.
Hey, fellas, really quickly.
We might as well turn this sports show.
Hey, Kamu, I promise you, we're about to get back to politics in a second. I know you probably don't even watch the league, but we do have
Real Madrid,
Atlanta's finest. I think he said he a zone 5. Catch him
zone 3.
Listen, catch him daily in the FBA conversation.
We had Quincy in it too.
Hey, TBI.
Defending the Queens.
Was you watching earlier? We shouted you out, man. You being there defending the FBA Queens honorably, man.
Always,
honorably.
Man.
I told him the swirl
for the white girls, man.
The swirl agenda off the charts.
No names.
We left him nameless, but nonetheless, I think it's only right for you to read the obituary.
Man,
farewell to Trey Young. Talk to us, TBI.
Bro, I just got through crying in the car, bro. I'm hurt, man. I'm hurt, man. They let my boy go. The GM, man, I don't know what to do, bro. I'm up here pacing around, man. But nah, Trey put on for the city, dog. Like, we ain't had no star like that since like Dominique, bro. Yeah, so it's yeah. Yeah, Mookie was my boy too, man. But yeah, nah, this one hurt, bro.
Yeah, Dominique.
Yeah, this one hurt, man. I ain't cause normally like Atlanta players, like Trey was like kind of like my favorite player for a while since as far as like Atlanta and like football, like Bijan. But man, this one gonna sting for a minute, man.
Now they said fans was leaving the arena as soon as they announced it.
Yeah, it's
walking out.
Yeah, man. Trey, I mean, he brought back a lot of excitement to the city, man. A lot of big games, a lot of clutch moments. So, yeah, this one gonna sting, man. I gotta take some time away from the team, bro. This one gonna hurt. This one gonna hurt, man. I can't even watch it. But I'm gonna take 2 weeks off, man.
Damn.
Hey, but we appreciate y'all.
If you talk to another Atlantic AT alien, there we go. As we speak to another AT alien, we do want to give y'all a salute as Panther fans. We appreciate that alley-oop. Got the boys into the playoffs. Quincy,
thank y'all.
Let us know again. Right now, we've deterred into a little bit of a Trey Young obituary. Shout out to my lost cousin Trae Young. He got shipped off to DC. But
Bryce Young better.
Yeah, Quincy, talk to us really quick. Do you have any quick takes on the Trae Young situation?
I gotta ask one question before we close out the Trae Young. I just want to ask one question before we close out, but it's on Quincy. It's on Quincy.
Okay. Yeah, what's up, man? Y'all can hear me?
Yep.
Cool. Hey, how you doing, fellas? I ain't talked to y'all in a minute, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hey, shout out to the Panthers. Anybody except the Bucks and the Saints.
We in there.
Amen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dude, Trae, it was time. Because the problem with Trae is that he can't be the star. He got to be like the second tier. He got to be the sidekick. Like he put on for the city. Shout out to my Zone 3 partner. I'm his Zone 6 man over in East Atlanta. He put on for the city, man. But
Atlanta Center.
A Hawks legend. Hawks legend.
Yeah, he definitely a legend, man. But he got. I think he got too much too quick. And even he made a comment a while ago, something along the lines of the regular season boring. You know, after we had that little run in 21 in the Eastern Conference Finals, he made a comment saying that the regular season was boring, and that kind of rubbed people the wrong way or whatnot. But long story short, man, he can't. He got to be number 2, and he need to have somebody that he, for lack of better words, or defer to or like a bow down to. Because if I remember, we got DeJounte Murray. And DeJounte Murray was balling day one. That I watched that first game. And I'm like, who is this number 5 dude? Who is this dude? Is balling? But they bumped heads, and then they got rid of DeJounte Murray, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, like Trae loved him, man. He was cool, great, and all that stuff. But attitude wise, he needed to be the number 2. He needed to be number 2, and then he took so much money on the cap that we couldn't really bring in nobody, I guess, bigger than him. So it really was kind of like a catch-22. Like we was kind of stuck with him, and if we had him, we couldn't get nobody bigger than him, couldn't afford nobody else. And all we could do, man, is just let him go. And dude, I noticed it either last season or season before that. We actually was winning a lot without Trae. So this ain't the first season where
is he the best? Is he the best Hawk ever?
No,
hell no. He number 2 though. He number 2 after Dominique.
He's not even number 2.
He's not number 2. No.
Joe Johnson.
No.
Not Joe Johnson.
Hell no. Joe Johnson.
I put Jeff T. I put Jeff T.
All right, y'all niggas ain't watching ball.
Joe Johnson is the second best Hawk.
I put
the second best Hawk.
No, he's not. I'm putting Trae Young over Joe Johnson.
Nah.
He's way better than Joe Johnson, bro.
Y'all, bro, we can't just say run the numbers. We talking about the actual what the film show. What the film show?
ISO Joe.
You ain't watching no film.
You just said Jeff T, bro. That just
I put Jeff T over. I'm putting Jeff T over.
After you said Jeff T, Jeff T is my boy, but he ain't nowhere near Trae.
Joe Johnson is actually a conversation. Joe Johnson.
I put Joe Johnson.
I'm a Hawks fan. No, Joe Johnson is nowhere near Trae Young.
Come on, bro. That's not. You can't say nowhere near.
No, Joe Johnson was a glorified 6 man that we turned into a star player.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all this. Let me just ask y'all this. Is Trae Young, if you look at the spectrum of point guards, because this goes to my point about a true point guard, and based off of how he plays, is he closer to how Steph plays or how Chris Paul plays in terms of their play styles?
Man, he got some of both. That's
I said, is he closer to
He closer to Chris Paul, but he want to be Steph. He closer to Chris Paul, but he want to be Steph.
As far as scoring, he can score.
His play style, his style of play.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's Trae Young, both of them, bro. He's both of them in one person.
Steph Curry.
He want to be Steph.
He can score. He can score like Steph. He can't shoot like Steph. He can score like Steph.
I'm talking about how he actually plays the game. Right?
If he wants to be Steph,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's a blend of both, bro. It's no point. It's no really no point guard that can score
on the spectrum.
And pass like that.
He's not 50-50. In terms of
but listen, if we don't go 50-50,
he's
I'm gonna say
50-50,
he's way
bro.
closer to Steph, and it's primarily big. And I can make the case.
If I have,
you just said he's heavy.
He's 50-50.
You just said heavy pick and roll. He's heavy pick and roll.
Let me make the case. The only thing that's similar is that Chris Paul and Trae Young are in the same. They played a lot of the same system. Nothing else is similar. Chris Paul reads off the pick and roll are not similar to Trae Young,
but they play through pick and roll.
Right,
but not a pick and roll player.
But again, now all you're talking about is who played in similar systems.
No, I'm talking about style of play.
So does Trae Young shoot almost at the same volume deep threes as Trae? I mean, is Steph?
In terms of facilitation, though, I think they pretty close to that. As far as
but you just said Trae Young was a heavy pick and roll point guard, but now you're gonna say he played closer to Steph Curry.
But right now, this is what I want to make sure I separate. So understanding that there's a difference between player and the style of an offense that a team implements. Like these are different things. So right now, saying that, like right now, you can make the case that James Harden is closer to Chris Paul than
because
Steph
they
Curry.
are the systems. That's my whole point.
No. It's because they ran a very similar system, not that they make similar reads at all.
But did we just agree
outside of the system is the same?
Didn't we just agree that Steph Curry is not a point guard?
No, he's not. He's a shooting guard.
He's a shooting guard who can pass.
At point,
Trae Young is not a shooting guard who can pass. He's a point guard.
I think that Trae Young is a shooting guard that ran pick and roll like James Harden.
See, that's where we disagree.
Trey more of a
point guard. Trae is a point guard.
We can say that, but when you watch the game, we saying he got 10 assists, but it's inefficient. The efficient.
How do you lead the league in assists in this NFL?
Russell Westbrook led the league in assists multiple years.
His efficiency is terrible. I'm not going to disagree with his efficiency. Russell Westbrook led the league
in assists multiple years. What are we talking about? Nobody in their right mind would have looked at Russell Westbrook numbers and said Russell Westbrook is close to Chris Paul from a point guard style of play. Even though Russell Westbrook was running a high pick and roll system with him and Steven Adams, and he was averaging 10 and 11 assists a game. It's not the same. Russell Westbrook 30 and 11 is not the same as Chris Paul 18 and 10. It's not the same. The way in which you approach the game and the way in which you set up the players in which you secondary, Chris Paul scoring in most years was a tertiary option. In most years, first option was Blake Griffin. Second option was the shooters on the wings. Now, if that all breaks apart, Chris Paul then will go score. Trae Young scoring is
he's more of a scorer than that, man.
Listen.
Trae Young is a scorer first.
Chris Paul can score, but Trae Young first order of operation off the pick and roll is to score. That's the difference.
But you can't say that if this man's leading the league in assists, man. You can't say that.
He's gonna lead the league in assists because he's always gonna have the ball. The first order of operation determines in which the way the offense is effectively run. And because the first order of operation is to score for Trae Young.
Understand a player that can score and pass at a high level, bro.
Listen,
that's it.
The Unpacked. Again, we gotta find a name for it. We clearly gonna get us a nice little basketball show. I think G said maybe bi-weekly we could do something. We could do this on an off weekend than open gym that I have, and that seems like it'll work. But clearly we can get inside our basketball.
Yeah, man. I know basketball, man.
And
you said Jeff T better than Jeff.
I was being hyperbolic when I said Jeff T was better. I was being hyperbolic. Come on, man. I was crazy. I was being hyperbolic. I went and looked up Jeff T stats. That nigga had 11 points a game.
Yeah, I'm like, one of the worst all-star selections in history based off of statistics.
I was being hyperbolic. My bad.
Welcome to the show, Kamu. Kamu, last time we talked to you, I think that you was talking. I think was it G? He was trying to convert the dollar into y'all.
Now I was trying to see how much them hoes go for in South Africa. That's what I was trying to see. I was trying to see what that.
Hey, y'all can't bring back chat stuff to the show.
This was on the show.
I was trying to see.
I thought that was all at the show.
That was live on the show. My boy Real was talking about that the other day.
They was up here doing real calculations, man.
Hey, I want to know how much it costs to be
but
in South Africa, baby.
Remember when you said
Kamu. Yeah, you see the topic. Is what's the I forget what the thumbnail is. It's something like is America's foreign policy good for the world? Who does Americans' foreign policy and domestic policies benefit and hurt the most? I don't know. What's your thoughts? You've seen what's been happening. What is the South African POV moving over there?
Yo, how's it, gents? How's it? Good, man.
What up?
Well, before I get into that, I do watch ball a little bit, you know.
Uh-oh.
I know that I can tell you that Ja Morant is not Trey Young's level, and like all these youngsters, your MB, what's the alien? Wimby.
Wimby.
Level. Yeah, he's not Wimby's level. He's not Anthony Edwards level. Tyrese Halley.
I know why you
I
talking
know,
about
we gotta
my
get
boy Ja
Halliburton.
like that.
I know.
You going the wrong way.
Nah.
Talk about my boy Ja like that, man.
Halliburton, the best point
as
guard.
far as-
Halliburton, the best point guard in the league.
You can't really disrespect Hallie off of the playoff run.
We're talking about
He's
pure point
fire.
guard. Halliburton is.
Halley is fire.
Huh?
You can't disrespect him off of the playoff run.
Halliburton, the best pure. If we talking,
like he's actually a pure point.
When we talking about
prototypical pure point,
he's prototypical point
I
guard.
will agree. He's
Are you
like
saying he's
the
the
face
best
of pure point guards
He's
today.
the best point guard in the league.
He's the best. If we talking about
Like a
the
true
way in which the
traditional pure point
traditional
guard.
way the point guard position is supposed to
Hallie.
be played,
Yeah.
that's the way the position is supposed to be played.
Hallie.
He
Because
might be the last
that's two
one.
different things. Saying he's the best pure point guard and the best point guard in the league. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would say he's the
But
best.
also, you gotta like what's conducive to winning. Like his style is
He only had
conducive.
one run though.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
it.
but look
bro.
at how
It's
shitty
like-
the team is.
But
They
look
did
at the
trade Turner.
team.
They did trade Turner though, and I'm not gonna say
listen,
Turner's
they
an MVP,
just
but he
lost
was a big
13
piece.
in a row.
He's a big piece. They did trade Turner. That was a big part of their team. Miles Turner.
That's fair, but they
Nobody
lost
knew who them dudes was on Indiana.
But you
Miles
think that
Turner
was
was a serious piece
did they
though,
just
like
get hot,
borderline
though?
all-star player
Like-
for year after year in Indiana. He was like a legit trade on the trade block every year as a difference maker.
Hey, but my thing is, did they just have a hot run? Or is
And
that,
Pascal, like, let's
exactly.
not
They're like they
disrespect.
be trying to say about my boy Trey, man. He had a good little run, Halliburton. He did his thing.
You saw Q. You saw that? Q, boy, you crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, back to politics, gents.
Said enough is enough.
Like
Talk to him, brother.
I think American foreign policy, man, is just crazy. But you know what's really bugging me right now is, as people who are into conspiracy theories, we can't even do our thing anymore, bro. Like
That's the conspiracy right there.
Yeah,
Hey, Camus, you breaking up? Camus, you breaking up?
Broke up.
They did.
My dog been frozen.
As soon as he
Everything.
said conspiracy, they
Hey, the small hat said zappy now. They got him up out of here, man. We can't even talk on this motherfucker.
What you said Super Bowl winner since 1940 what?
1980. Them motherfuckers been winning the Super Bowl since 1948, man.
Indefinitely.
Oh Lord! All right, so it looks like
Kamu.
he's froze right now.
He completely froze.
Yeah. So nonetheless, we do have old man Steve, TBI, Quincy. Everybody's up here. If y'all do want to hop into the conversation, me, G, and Trey, are you back?
Yeah, he's back. Go ahead, come.
You loaded up, baby.
Yeah. I'm saying like it really hurts for conspiracy theories to even do their thing, man, because now, the American president is so blunt about everything. Back in the day, you used to like, there used to be conspiracy theories. We used to talk about how America went into Iraq for oil, but like no one really, would come up front and own up to it. Today, Donald Trump is like, yo, I want your shit. I'm gonna get your shit. And it's like, this is scary, bro. And like the levels at which he's antagonizing people, it could really get bad, man. I mean, I just saw yesterday, I think American navies or something like attacked a Russian warship
Oh, they seized a oil joint that was carrying a Russian. It was a Russian oil joint from Venezuela.
Yeah, I love it.
It was
I love
going
it.
to Russia, but I don't know if they had paid for it yet.
Bro.
It was, but
Putin
it was
fucking.
the ship had a Russian flag or some shit like that.
I love it, man.
Yeah. I mean, even the
Get down or lay
Secretary
down.
State of Russia issued a statement on that because Venezuela had a oil agreement with Russia and Iran, and it was according to international law, it was not legal, but they were doing their own thing according to their own law, you know. But now Donald Trump doesn't care about that, bro. He's doing his thing, and it's like, bro, okay, I get it. You can antagonize small nations like Venezuela and Colombia and maybe Greenland, but now you want to fuck with Russia, bro? Russia's not playing, bro. Like the minute you go for Russia and China, it's straight up world war. You know what I mean?
Russia
It's
can't even beat
insane.
Ukraine though.
Exactly. They don't want to see us, man.
No.
They don't want to see us.
No.
Ukraine next door
Johnny,
kicking
that's not
their
how
ass.
it is, bro. It's that's not how it is. It's Russia with America because Ukraine doesn't have shit. I mean,
Russia
Donald Trump
tried
told,
to do the Maduro
what's
shit,
his name?
and they've been fighting ever since. We went in there and took that man.
No.
Snatching president,
That's
man.
war, bro.
Russia tried.
No.
Russia tried.
Johnny, no.
Russia definitely tried.
No, they
Russia
literally tried to get Zelensky. They literally tried to go get him.
No.
We went and got our
That
guy.
war is between Russia and the United States because since day one, even Donald Trump told Vladimir Putin that, bro, had it not been of us, Russia would have wiped you out within like second day or something like that, or within a week. Because that war is it's a soft war, it's a proxy war between Russia and the United States. But now, if it were to
it's
be
really
like,
Russia and NATO.
But they can't even beat them, and we're not even over there. We're just helping them. If they try to fight us directly,
technically at the time, at the time it started, NATO was fully endorsed by America. It's only now that Trump is pulling off, you know. And bro, Russia and China is not playing, bro.
Russia's used a lot of their military assets in Ukraine. They've lost a lot of tanks. Russia cannot fight another war right now.
I mean, but that
Steve, before you go, I just want to play. I think that it looked like Trump got a red dye, but I want to play red dye Trump really quickly.
Oh, the nigga went from orange to pink.
Debo Trump, man.
He went from orange to
proved
pink.
once again that the United States proved once again that we have the most powerful, most lethal, most sophisticated, and most fearsome. It's a fearsome military on planet Earth, and it's not even close. I've been saying it for a long time. Nobody can take us. We don't want to have it. We don't have a discussion, but you read all and you see everything else. Nobody could have done that. Nobody has our weapons. Nobody has the quality of our weapons. The problem is we don't produce them fast enough. We're going to start producing much faster. We're going to be very tough on the companies. We have the best weapons in the world, but it takes too long to get them, including allies. When allies want to buy them, they have to wait 4 years for a plane, 5 years for a helicopter. We're not letting that happen anymore. We're telling our defense contractors, you're going to start building faster. The United States proved once again that we have the most powerful, most lethal, most sophisticated, and most fearsome. It's a fearsome military on planet Earth, and it's not even close. I've been saying it for a long time. Nobody can take us. We don't want to have it. We don't have a discussion.
It started over.
Okay, so
I love that American arrogance, man.
I mean,
you know what's crazy about it?
I love it.
There is one group that has been successful against the United States Army.
Viet Cong.
No, Black Americans.
God damn.
Explain how, please.
Fucking
I always think about this. I'm like, what if we, you know how we always boast and say, yeah, we fought in every war. What if we didn't fight in every war, including the Revolutionary War, including the Civil War? Like, if we didn't fight, then the South would have won. So we beat ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So we did beat the U.S. government or the Confederate government, whatever you want to call it. So that's why I say how.
That sounds like a sovereign people right there.
Shut up, Johnny, man. Shut the hell up, man.
Hey, he trying to get his point off no matter how, whatever the conversation go. He gonna say it. He gonna get that off. I'm just saying, it was a different time back then, but I'm just saying.
I mean, I do think we definitely moving into. I mean, y'all was talking about the dollar earlier. I don't think people really understand like the usefulness and how the dollar is actually like used in the global economy. So the United States, based off how it controls its dollars, is able to export inflation outside of its borders. So we don't only use the dollar as a control mechanism for other people's economies. We use the dollar as a mechanism to combat inflation in our country. And you say, how do you do that? Well, when you buy a cheaper goods in China and then import those back into America, you get way more Chinese goods for dollars, and hence why take a item like TVs. A person can go buy a TV every month now if they wanted to, since we moved production over there. And so I think a lot of the powers that be is seeing kind of that power slip a little bit, because if there's no demand for dollars outside of the borders, what you then see is hyperinflation. The only way you stay from hyperinflation is keeping up that demand for the dollar outside the border. And currently, the best mechanism we have to keep that demand up is by making people trade oil for the USD. So as long as people got to trade oil for USD, no matter what the country is, they got to buy treasuries from us. So a lot of times when people talk about this debt, this $37 trillion debt, that's really bonds people have bought for us because they have to buy those dollars in order to do trade, and which is then the way in which we control the global economy. Our $37 trillion debt is the way in which we control the global economy. And I don't think people really understand that. They just hear we need $37 trillion in debt. Well, that means we really control a lot of the global economy. And we love the benefits that afford us, comparatively speaking, to other nations. I think people really confused about what the U.S. debt is.
But Steve,
shout out to that USD.
That's why
I can't hear you, Johnny.
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Hold
me?
on, I can't hear nobody. Let me exit.
I hear you.
He's talking right now. Can you hear?
I'm talking. I hear.
Oh, he popped out. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I was saying was that's what I was saying earlier when y'all were speaking about far as in how United States was, the oil thing or whatever. The thing is that for anybody that you get oil from the Arab countries, they have to turn their money into U.S. dollars. And see, if they're getting oil from them and they're not turning their see, it's nothing but, United States is being gangsters. You know what I'm saying? They basically, you got to use our money to get this oil. So now they're not using our money to get oil because they're getting oil from them for the low. You know what I'm saying? Without converting their money into the dollar. Now, if you doing that, then you cutting us out. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing but extortion. United States extorting everybody. That's all that's happening.
And the Saudis agree
because they can't extort them.
And the Saudis agreed to this. It don't work.
Hey, you
it
can't
don't
set
work.
up on our block.
It don't work without the Saudis, because the Saudis have the first or second most oil. America got the most oil. Those is number one and number two. So the agreement don't work without the Saudis agreeing to control the market with you. And so that's why when people say why we do all this stuff in the Middle East, because part of the petrodollar agreement is any beef that Saudi Arabia get into, in order to sustain the petrodollar, we will then come into those conflicts.
Hey, but Steve, that go deep, cause that's why you got like the Live Golf, and you see Saudis investing in all these sports. You get it, like one of those boxing matches was just over there. You see all this stuff that's happening over there. That's that relationship where like it's a mutual, like they gonna keep on buying it in dollars, but we gonna start like sending a lot of our sports events over there, and like they're trying to get those tourism dollars up. So it's
that's why the Iranians don't like the. That's why the Iranians don't like the Iranians don't like the Saudis. They've been in proxy wars for many of years because the Iranians feel like you should side with your fellow Muslim brothers over the West.
Well, that's why
You know?
Osama. That's what pissed those, because Osama is actually Saudi Arabian. But like once the United States came in there, that's what really pissed him off. And a lot of that, like, a lot of the terrorism is kind of based on the United States. Being in Saudi Arabia with those oil deals.
But all of this stuff has blowback, and people say,
But yes.
people will say, well, you'll kind of get caught up in this, like, chauvinism, American chauvinism in the moment, because who don't want to be on the winning team? But was all of the blowback for the intervention worth it when you look back 20 years later? You got most people sit up here and complain about immigration every day on this app, but our foreign policy, the immigration is a result of the U.S. foreign policy. Because after every one of these conflicts, in order to curry favor with these countries in which they overthrew the person and put a dictator in charge, they say, well, you can come over here if you Cuban. You could come over here if you Venezuelan. You could come over here if you from Somalia. The Somalians that's
Iraqis and stuff.
The Somalians that's in Minnesota right now is a byproduct of a refugee program that was created by the United States of America after they caused the war. Same thing with the Afghanis. So, like,
that's facts.
A lot of our imperialist nature creates these ramifications in our country, and then we say, well, we don't like the byproduct. Well, in order to stop the byproduct, you have to stop doing the action that's getting the byproduct. Because that's the only way they can control these countries, by having these, I don't want to say interlopers, but having these kind of like a weird type of colonialization where you import enough of these people to the country in which you can use the masses, because we using Venezuelans that's in the country to manufacture consent to go against Venezuelans in the country who support that dude regardless of how we feel about it. Same thing with the Cubans.
You're moving us to like one of the more interesting points. Who actually benefits from American foreign policy? Who do y'all? Does the average American benefit from it?
No.
Again, like when we look at immigration and a lot of, even if you say, I'm gonna throw to you, Johnny. I'm gonna come to you. Pause. But like
hey yo,
yeah,
wow.
But yeah, like as Steve is laying out right now, a lot of like the Tren de Agua that was from Venezuela, they came as part of like that whole refugee asylum seeking type of thing. And so many countries, they have people, and we have immigration influxes based off asylum claims that come from these countries that are a byproduct of our foreign policy. But then we also hate the fact that we have these immigrants inside America and what they do for, let's say, Black America, and what they do for these different things. So then I ask the question, it begs the question, who is our foreign policy most benefiting and hurting?
Well, I mean, it's obviously benefiting. It's obviously benefiting the 1%, because like all that oil money, who gonna get it? Like, unless you got some oil, they ain't gonna come down and trickle down to the average American. It's like, it's gonna be the rich motherfuckers that get it. And a lot of these deals, even with Ukraine and the weapons they send over there, they got like these rare earth materials. What's that gonna benefit? The 1% and the top. So I don't necessarily, like, as an American, and I do like being American, I do like the position we're in. I see these deals. I wish there was a better distribution system of the wealth. Like, we're gonna go, because the 1% wasn't the ones that went into Venezuela to get over either. Like our military, like there's some people on the top that benefit, but for the most part, even the people that give American this muscle aren't seeing, the benefit.
So what you're saying is that you like the fact that America strong arm niggas, but you hate that it just goes to that 1%. And that
they gotta share. They need to share better.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. I mean, if you want the people in the, if you want the,
What you say?
and it,
What you said?
You said you want the blood money?
I mean, it's still green, man.
I don't think we should talk about
all of it. Blood money, honestly. Like me,
True.
what money ain't there?
Everything
Yeah,
comes
that's
from
just
sweat and blood.
exactly, man. That's just part of the game, man.
Where's the clean
Sweat and
money?
blood is what it do.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
You
Ain't
know,
no
and that's
fair
part of war.
distribution. You
War
gotta take it,
gonna
man.
have blood, and everything is war. Everything is war.
Exactly. I agree.
So if you don't want the money off of blood, how else we gonna get it? We can't play patty cake and get it.
Exactly.
Somebody got to die. I'm sorry, that's just what happened.
It is what it is.
I mean, but this is, and not to go down my Bitcoin rabbit hole, but this is kind of the point that Bitcoiners, people who really believe in it beyond just like making money, is we used to be a world at some point in which, in order to produce wealth, you had to have what they refer to as proof of work. So what's proof of work? In America, proof of work would be a manufacturing capacity where we actually producing, whether it's cars, whatever you want to talk about. And as America has removed this proof of work component from our economy and largely transformed it to a highly financialized economy, America has to use these other mechanisms in order to boost up the financial market, because we're not a proof of work economy no more. It's all Wall Street, games, essentially. And so this is the way in which they know how to benefit without being a manufacturing base. And the only way you can
No.
really,
It's a manufacturing base. They just manufacture in war.
but in a they gonna try. I think that is the pivot they gonna try to make. They gonna try to pivot hard into a weapons manufacturing, because none of the other manufacturing stuff makes sense for them to bring back here. Just if we talking just a raw business perspective and we being honest business people, it's always gonna make more sense for me to build electronics in China. It just is. If we talking just raw business.
Steve. Here's another thing. It's always been smart to invest in like military stocks. Like if you look at the Boeings and they do.
This nigga Johnny got no morals, man. Golly, we can invest in a lot of stuff. You talking about let's buy the bombs?
Why not?
The bombs fucking sell.
Get it.
It's going crazy right now, bro.
Johnny,
I feel you, bro. Capitalist, man. Capitalism, bro.
Got private owned prisons in it. Tell him, Johnny.
I don't know what it got in it, but probably.
See, this why I buy Bitcoin. This why I buy Bitcoin only, man. I know the ethics of Bitcoin, man.
Hey, look,
man.
We
Wall
in
Street
America,
take
bro.
that over,
But look. Honestly, though, like America sent them bombs over there. Like we America, like we're complicit in this shit anyway. We might as well try to make the best of it. And like, if the stock gonna do well, who am I to do it off of more? Like who am I to like more? Oh, I can't buy this shit. It's gonna eat. What?
Hey, Johnny. After this day, I don't want to hear no more Malcolm X, Farrakhan bars come out of your mouth.
Stop, man. I just
ever.
I'm talking about a couple stocks, dog. Now I can't listen to Farrakhan. I want to buy a couple stocks.
Hey, you might as well. Hey, think about it. If privatized prisons, if you was to invest in them, you know what I'm saying? Everybody look at you like you're wrong because they say you know what I'm saying, you putting your money into privatized prisons. But if it's gonna make you money, you're gonna do what you gotta do to make money. Plenty of people do it.
Thank you, bro.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna
get down.
No, I'm not saying
I draw my line in the prisons though.
I wouldn't invest in, but a lot of companies you invest in be invested in these prisons anyway. It's hard to
hold on, but this go to my original point about the need to financialize the market. When we used to live in a time where you could put your money that you went to work for, proof of work, and you could put your money in the bank and get 9%, 10% interest. The moment you move to this, away from this standard of the gold standard, and now you turn into this highly financialized market, now people they can't have no morals. It's not our fault. It's just the reality of the cards that we dealt. But
Steve, we
We've
can't
been
go
off the
back
gold
to that.
standard for a minute,
But
though.
you talking about
agreed.
We've so like have to buy the bad stock, like and be you have to be strategic and not care about the morals because that's how the game is set up.
I'm agreeing with you, Johnny. The system is created to where people cannot have a moral, fiber on what they invest in, because the only way you're gonna make money in this country and your dollar not lose its power is by investing it, whatever your means is, because your government is hell bent on controlling the global world economy, and the only way they can control the global world economy is by printing their dollars and making people use those dollars. That's the only way. So a lot of people talk about get rid of the debt, get rid of the debt, get rid of the debt. If you get rid of the debt, you lose your financial power. That is the debt. The because the United States is viewed as the most stable country in the world. That's why people want our debt, because they don't have to worry about us not ever being able to pay the interest on it.
And moral people either, according to you from a couple
but I'll
episodes
tell you
ago.
this. We said
You said you want OnlyFans given to kids at 5 years old. You a degenerate.
I did not say that. Stop. That did not come out. I did not say that one. I did not say that.
I was boosting a little. Don't clip that out of context, man. Don't send that to Johnny employers, y'all. I was boosting. I
did not say that.
Hey, listen. I agree with everything that Steve said except for that Jeff T comment.
Okay, I was boosting on that.
Those are the only two. Those are the only two.
He was saying some wild stuff, bro. He saying some wild stuff, man.
Go ahead, Kamo. It sounded like you had something to get off.
Yeah. Steve, I'll tell you, Doc. The BRICS nations said fuck the US dollar, bro. We are on a de-dollarization of trade.
Or you heard him say we.
The BRICS nation are trading amongst themselves with their own.
South Africa.
South Africa is in that mix. South Africa's in that mix.
Bro, hold up. He the ops.
Hey, don't worry. Don't worry.
He said, yeah.
Yeah, and naughty.
No, we definitely gonna make an example out of y'all. Brazil,
look me dead in my face and said, yeah.
I mean, you could have, bro. I mean, America could have long fucked us up, bro, with the Israeli thing, and
as long as you know it,
y'all better act right, man.
As long as you know.
Nah, did you hear?
Did you hear what Rubio say? He was like, "If you don't know, now you know."
Exactly, bro.
Did you hear this nigga? Did you hear Rubio drop that quote?
He said
I heard
in his
it.
head too. He said nigga in his head.
You can say that with Venezuela.
Don't know, now you know, man. I love it.
I mean,
he said
you can say that with Venezuela. Hey, bro, South Africa is not playing, bro.
Man,
come on.
Boats gonna break down before they get to Miami, boy.
Tell them folks over there to pipe down. They do not want these issues, man.
Hey, Camus, your only ally over here is Black Americans. South Africa,
and we delineating, bro. So
that's why y'all got one missile that's gonna make it.
Yeah.
Because we are your only ally.
We used to be old, man. Not no more.
I mean, but I
think gonna hit the
y'all
British
missiles
Islands
won't reach Jamaica, nigga.
Yeah, motherfucker gonna hit Cuba.
I think the continent of Africa, Camus. Y'all gonna see us.
No. Wait, hold on, guys.
Y'all can't do no.
You gonna have to team up with Nigeria to even stand a chance.
Man, ain't.
The Nigerians with the U.S.
You gonna have to rely on the Nigerians to even stand a chance.
Nigeria
do it.
Man, they still ain't got no chance.
Nigerians is with the U.S.
The whole Africa ain't got no chance.
Hold on, gentlemen, wait.
They can bring the whole Africa, man.
Nigeria
Still ain't that. Exactly.
Hey, G, when Nigeria got hit, that their president took down all his tweets that was talking about United States right after they got hit.
I bet he did.
Everybody talk crazy till it get real, man.
Nigga say, let me delete this.
But not the Nigerians.
Not South Africa, bro. No.
Come on, Kamu.
Hey,
Come on, Kamu.
Taking tweets back.
Come on, Kamu, y'all.
Let me land,
put them slingshots up, man.
Yeah, for real, bro.
They would have long.
Put them pea shooters down, man. We
In the DM, they hitting unsend
the machetes and all that. That ain't gonna help, girl.
Yeah, them boomerangs is coming right back to you. So yeah,
that's a movie. That's a movie over here.
Yeah, man. They're gonna sit this one out, bro, because it get real out here.
Don't understand that.
See, you got to understand this right here.
That America
Y'all niggas think y'all ancestors gonna help.
Niggas gonna try to summon the ancestors, man. We gonna take them out from America, bro. We ain't even gotta go over them.
The thing what most people don't understand is this right here. Nobody come here on land.
You guys have a military base.
We got one there.
Don't worry about our military. If anybody ever stepped
we got military in South Africa.
States, we have more guns per capita with the people, regular citizens, than most countries do. So you don't nobody want to fuck around and find out what America crazy.
It's not even the guns. People think it's another way. Like, dude, we gonna drone all y'all out before we even have to have
we shoot
on the
each other
ground
for fun.
Y'all gonna be drone to. I don't want to say the P word, but before we get men on the ground, it's gonna be all drones coming your way.
Exactly.
So we on a whole nother
My
level,
bad,
bro.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Kamu, don't let these people get y'all hyped up over there.
I mean,
your whole country get done by a little dude.
Kamu, you know we got 4,000 soldiers in Djibouti, nigga.
Sitting in the warehouse.
Pause.
So tomorrow it's the 9th of January, right? And South Africa, China, Russia, and Iran will be hosting in South Africa's water. They will be hosting naval drills. So they're going to exercise in South Africa for naval activities.
That's because the Chinese own y'all niggas.
The Chinese are going to put y'all on the front line and say, "Go ahead and don't trust them, bro."
That's the Chinese
we got
now, nigga.
Aircraft carrier groups, like y'all we got too many boats out there. Submarines, all of that. Like we probably got a submarine going up under that shit. Watch it.
You know what happens when you speak out against Benjamin Netanyahu, dog? You know what happened? And we did that, dog. And it's a year passed by, bro. Nothing happened.
Y'all low on the list.
Come on, they not even worried about y'all, man.
You think
y'all on the checklist?
You think niggas is ready to go get retribution?
Y'all on the checklist? Niggas ain't got that far yet.
That one antenna, that signal didn't get to us yet. That didn't
already
get to
own all y'all resources, nigga. They already they got them all. They don't need to go back and get more. They got them all.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Black America, y'all would still be in
apartheid. You should be ashamed of yourself for talking like that to us Americans.
Yep. That's true.
Kamu, you should be begging us for visas, nigga.
Yeah, tell your people for real though. We are your only allies.
We used to be, man. We used to be. We used to be. Not no more, bro.
As a student visa, if they still allow them. As soon as possible, because Trump is gonna cut them out soon enough too. You need to get you.
We say we used to be, but we know who we are deep inside. We know who.
No one.
Ain't nobody on there no more, man. That shit was that's old school, bro. We ain't on there no more.
It's old school, but
I mean,
not this new generation.
Let
ain't
them
on
get
there.
one off. Let them get it off. What you say, Kamu?
Pause. Let him get one off. Come on now, Johnny.
My bad, Kamu. I ain't even in my bad. The floor is yours.
Dog, no one is coming. No one from South Africa is going to America for school or anything of that sort, dog. We all have our stuff sorted out here. If anything, people come to us for education.
What?
for a semester,
Even
nigga.
as far as
What? What you talking about, Kamu? I love y'all confidence though, bro. I love y'all how y'all be doing. Y'all be thinking y'all.
We gave him that confidence, though.
Kamu like, fuck it. Russia and China gonna be in the year. Iran, we chilling. He like, South Africa think they got it made.
Yeah.
Like
Man.
I said before, y'all can't even control over there. Y'all in your own country have white cities and white towns only.
Yeah.
In y'all country. If y'all can't control y'all shit,
They got
y'all
Indian
niggas
towns
do what
too.
they call
Yeah. They got only white towns, bro. Only white towns.
Chinese
Get y'all shit
town.
together.
Y'all funny, bro.
Only white towns, bro.
They got every town but South African.
But I think the larger point. I think the larger point is like what has been the benefit, because now we dealing with the benefit, the ramifications of our foreign policy, our monetary policy. Like our deindustrialization is one of the causes is because of the way in which we use the money, you know. So like it's what has it benefited us to have this? Because now we 20 years, 30 years down the line, and if you ask everybody, regardless of who the president is, they say everything has gotten worse. They starting to see a decline in the quality of life in which Americans is able to live. So what was it a benefit to? And I think Johnny already did, said who it was a benefit to. It was a benefit to the 1%. Because if we move back to an economy that's actually based off the work that the citizens do produce, that's an economy in which maybe we don't have the same level of global influence that we have, but that's an economy that's much more conducive to prospering for the everyday, average day citizen. That's just the kind of the reality of it.
So if that's the case, why do we need to make sure our population is like keeps growing to the extent the Democrats wanted to?
I mean, I think people need to understand currently as we move to a service-based economy or whatever, we still gonna need people to actually do services for people. We not producing any services. Don't produce anything though. Like you're not building cars in a service-based economy. You're not building TVs. You're not building chips. And then even as we move further and further down the line and AI become much more serious, you even have a further reduction of the need for actual labor, like American labor. So for now they might have to import people, but eventually you run into a point where you don't need no people. You just that's just the state of the economy right now, which you need people. But eventually you're not gonna need as many people because AI gonna be able to do it. Robotics gonna be able to do it.
In 10 years, this is my prediction right here for AI. You're going to see a lot of Hollywood not having actors because you see how good this AI is with making movies and stuff. Why would you pay somebody when you could do AI to do a movie? If you can just write the movie and do it like that, Hollywood is going to be shut down.
They've already kind of gone that way, Like the quality of just product, everything is kind of trash now. They definitely kind of already leaning that way. To your point,
but I'm saying in 10 years it's going to be a big hurt on them.
It's already starting to hurt them. I think. I don't even think it's gonna be 10 years. Like,
the movie
no movies
dead.
make money unless it's like Batman, Superman, a superhero type shit. Like the days where you could go to the movies and just like Sinners, for example, was like an anomaly. It's like you just got a regular ass story with regular actors and it go crazy. Like the Sleepless in Seattle movie days, all that shit is over with. Like you ain't gonna really see those blockbusters like that because the acting, all the art, it's all been stripped of the humanization.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I just heard that people was crying looking at Avatar. I did hear
Avatar.
That's another blockbuster. That's another blockbuster
movie right there. That's a real movie right there.
Straight AI too.
And Avatar,
it's all AI.
two big movies.
It's all AI.
It is AI.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. In 10 years, it's gonna be dead.
Oh damn! It is kind of straight AI.
No, and Avatar is like one of the biggest AI movies. Yeah,
it ain't nothing but fucking avatars, nigga. Shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
voiceovers and shit. Yeah.
And I think people misunderstand why we import people. It don't have nothing to do about people care about people. The United States only know 2 ways in which to lower the input cost for labor. They only know 2 ways. You can either export it outside of the borders, or you can bring in a highly exploitable class of people inside of the borders. That's the only 2 ways they know how to cut as far as manpower. The third way that's coming into play now is AI. So in order to get away from some of this immigration stuff, or to get away from some of this outsourcing stuff, that's why the push for AI is so intense, because that's the only way they know how to decrease this labor input cost. Everything is about money. Nothing is about morals and do you care about these people. You need to be able to, you want to buy, and this is the harsh reality. People want to go to the grocery store and get strawberries that's 2-pack for $5.
Yeah.
Well, in order to get a strawberries that's 2-pack for $5,
that bitch is expensive, boy.
You know, you cannot pay you cannot pay Americans an adequate wage if you want to be able to go to the store and buy strawberries as a 2-pack.
You're right, bro. Because when I get the frozen bag of strawberries out of Whole Foods, all them shits is imported from Mexico. I look at the bag, all the strawberries
because it's cheaper.
Mexico, imported from Chile, imported.
Like, people don't understand how money work, and then they just get on. Like, you should really, if you understand how money work, everything makes sense in the world. Then, if you do not understand how money work, you say, well, why are they doing this? Why are they importing people? Why are they shipping jobs overseas? If you understand how the money supply work, well, it makes sense why they doing all of this. This is not illogical. This is the most logical thing to do under the current way in which we financialize the system. Like, that's just the reality. And the only way you get away from that is if you say we need to move away from a financialized system to a system that's based off proof of work, in which we actually have to produce stuff as a populace. That's it.
They need to send the Somalians back. They need to say they dropped the ball on that one.
There we go, hold on, something.
They dropped the ball on that one. They should have let them
Scamming, man.
But what's crazy about hold on. But this is a case in point. Y'all, this is a case in point. If you look all over the country, whether it's the Somalians, whether it's the Haitians, whether it's the whoever, look at the places who requested these people to come there. They places with dying population, with no population growth, and they got a negative birth rates. So if you don't have people, and the only way you know how to get people is every state, every city, every country can put in a request for refugees. And
but see that
people don't know that though. The Haitians ended up in Dayton, Ohio, because the city of Dayton, Ohio said, we will take 1,000 of them. We ain't got no people.
Yeah, they working, and they working on them low paying jobs, and they happy to get the little crumbs because they come.
I don't know.
Let me get
1,000 people.
Let me get a couple hundred of them.
Like people, like Americans is request, particularly the refugees. Particularly the refugees. Anybody who got a refugee status,
sex trafficking, Steve, or human trafficking.
I mean, I don't want to say it's that level,
but it sounds like human trafficking the way you're saying it.
But refugees, when somebody get a refugee status, and that's how the Somali community got to Minnesota, you have to go where you requested to go to. You can't leave that. Your refugee status is tied to whatever state requested you. Same thing with the Haitians in Ohio. If you go to some places like North Dakota, you might see Venezuelans.
So why that was scamming?
Hold on.
Because this is America. Everybody scam. Scamming is the American way.
Black Americans don't scam. Black Americans don't scam. That's not part of our culture.
TBI, relax.
American scam, bro. Let's stop it.
Immigrants come here and scam. Americans don't scam, bro.
American scam. Let's not.
No, we don't. No, Black Americans do not have a culture of scamming at all. If you find some people that
of America,
what do you mean? You said where's the scam capital?
Atlanta is the
A
scam
lot of,
capital.
and I'm from Atlanta. A lot of people have moved to Atlanta. That's not the people. That's not the.
Let you do this.
No,
saying
show me the culture of Black American scamming. Please go ahead.
I'm not saying it's the problem. You trying to say that's the culture of Black Americans?
FBA's in my phone running mad scams right now, brother.
I'm talking about scamming.
Listen, G. Yes, you go.
I can't let you do this.
No, bro. No. I'm talking about a culture of scamming. We don't have no because you got a few niggas that scam. Yes, you don't have. Every group has people that scam, but we don't have a culture of scamming.
TBI, the YNs, they not even drug dealers no more. They scammers.
They just scammers.
Bro, y'all niggas is talking about a subset of niggas. That is not Black Americans as a whole that scam, bro.
And TBI, I'm not saying
culture of scamming.
Let me make a clarification.
You got a whole generation of
TBI,
bro.
TBI, let me make a clarification. I'm not saying
just because y'all see some niggas that scam doesn't mean the whole group scams, bro. I can go to any group and find somebody that scams.
Fellas, just to where everybody can actually get off their scam point because everybody's talking. I think that we've heard TBI. Let's go. Let's go, G.
Nigga, I didn't say. Come on,
let's
bro.
go, G. Johnny C.
I'm just. Hey, look.
Of course you know.
You know good and well, our community is.
Our community is not scam, bro.
TBI, I can't let you do this,
bro. Because you had listen. I said the community. Just because you didn't heard of some niggas scamming, bro, don't mean.
As a community, let's just go low level.
Are you saying Black Americans are known for scamming?
Oh yeah.
What are you saying? Black Americans are known for scamming?
Let me ask you this, TBI.
I'm not saying are there Black Americans that scam. I'm not saying are there Black Americans that scam or Black Americans known for scamming. That's two different things. That's what y'all niggas confusing.
Let me ask you a question.
I know niggas that ain't got caught.
Let me ask you a question. This is at a low level. This is at a low level.
Oh my God, bro.
This is at a low level. TBI.
This is the problem. This is what's wrong with niggas, man.
TBI.
This is what's wrong with niggas.
TBI. If you weren't issued food stamps, but you have food stamps, is that a form of a scam or no?
Like my man Ali say, scam.
How many Black Americans do that?
A lot.
I don't know anybody that does that.
You're not answering my question.
Bro, see, Jim, you're saying two different things. You're saying two different things. Of course, you can find somebody that's a Black American that has scammed, but our culture as a whole is not for scamming. If you look at Nigerians, they have a culture that is around scamming that people know them for. We're not known for anything like
TBI.
that.
Yeah, we be scamming like.
Hold on, TBI. I got a question.
Bro,
I got a
this is wrong with niggas, man.
TBI. I got a history. TBI. I got a history.
You about to tell me a story, an anecdotal story about something that you know that was scamming. I'm not going to tell you an anecdotal story. That's not a culture, bro.
I want data for scammers.
Let me give it.
Yeah, because your data is some nigga that sold their food stamps.
I asked you a question. You didn't answer it. You didn't answer it. I just if you
I say
issue food stamps, but you get them, are you scamming?
Gee, what does this have to do with the Black American community as a whole? What does this have to do with the Black American community as a whole? Because you know some nigga that was a Black American that scammed.
Walking down right now.
I got a question.
This is what's wrong with niggas, bro.
I got a question, TBI.
Niggas is their worst own enemy, bro.
I ain't about to sit up here and say Black folks got a culture of scamming. You know, I'm not finna say that. I'm not
Black Americans.
Black Americans. But TBI, when people come up with the stereotype of the welfare queen, what do you think they are insinuating about the Black?
Who came up with that?
But you don't determine how the rest of what
are you talking about, Steve? Who came up with welfare queen? Who came up with that?
Johnny, call Trey real quick.
Listen. You said
we about to call random niggas that they know.
But
this is crazy. And this supposed to represent the whole Black American community. Some random niggas y'all know that scam.
The larger,
bro.
Y'all want me to leave so Trey can come? I can leave so Trey will get on.
But TBI,
Hey, I'm with TBI. I call
That's all I
bullshit
know. He gonna
because
back
if Black Americans were skimming, we would be rich and we wouldn't be complaining about reparations.
Nigga,
we would have all the money by now.
You could be bad at scamming.
No, Black Americans don't have a culture of scamming. Just because y'all know some dusty niggas that scam does not mean that's the whole community of Black Americans. That's some bullshit, man.
YNs is scamming. That's their thing.
It's not part of our culture to scam, bro.
But hold on. I agree. Listen, I agree
in the culture.
I agree with y'all. It's not a part of our culture. But you would be
prevalent.
Listen.
It's not prevalent, bro.
But you would be lying to
how many Black Americans scam? Give me the data on that for it to be prevalent.
You would be lying to yourself.
Nigerian scam. What's the data on it?
That is widespread. Everybody knows them. It's like running jokes about these people. The Nigerian.
No, TBI.
No. So you saying no. If you're gonna say that point. Hold on, let me I can pull it up. They didn't do a whole 60-minute documentaries on these people about scamming, bro. Show me the 60-minute documentary.
This all I'm saying.
Nigga, bro. I swear niggas got low ethnic pride, bro. It's crazy, bro.
I think
trying to compare us to Nigerians.
Listen,
scamming. It's crazy.
I think the powers that be have a way of labeling anybody that's in the out group as scammers. That's what they've always done. We was the scammers at one point. They labeled us as the scammers.
Was never the whites are scammers for sure. The whites are scammers.
For sure. For sure.
That's what I'm saying. Nigga, we in America. Like
we in America. I just said we byproducts of America. People gonna do what Americans do.
No, Black Americans ain't known for scamming. Y'all niggas, just because y'all know some dusty niggas that scam, that I ain't letting y'all put that on my people, man.
You say we not known for scamming.
Like credit card fraud is not big and prevalent.
Bro, y'all confusing niggas that scam for a whole culture scamming. Yes, you can go. Yes, you can go. You can go into any group and find somebody scamming. You can find Jewish people that scam. You can find what?
Scamming. We can go to any Nigerians.
What do you mean that? No.
They scammers. Nobody denying it.
That's part of their
culture.
Not denying it.
That's part of it.
Like a
lot of these groups come over here and look at America as a big scam, bro.
But no, the problem is the Americans don't really love their country because Americans treat our country.
Black Americans.
Listen. I'm not using caveats. I'm speaking generally because Americans, we treat this place as if it's an economic zone and it's not a sovereign. It's not a sovereign state.
Immigrants that come over here and turn and become American citizens treated like that. We don't treat it like that. We treat it like our homeland.
Have basically said it's an economic zone in which that's literally the whole propaganda about America outside of its borders. Is this a place that you can come to make riches?
Black America, come to make riches. We already here. We ain't have to come nowhere. What are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. Immigrants that become American citizens, bro.
Hey, let me give y'all a timeout really quickly. Let Unc hop in.
We might as well go to the after show.
Yeah, go to the after show.
We might as well wrap this thing up and go to the after show.
All right, go ahead, Unc.
All right. Yeah, you have to understand the Somalian culture itself. That's part of their culture to scam. See, if you look into
how do you know that?
How do you know that?
No, listen.
Don't Somali mean scam in African?
How do you know that?
They are pirates. They are pirates.
How do you
look at me now?
I think Somali means scam in African.
They will tell you that it's part of their culture to do it because they don't think that it's nothing wrong with it. It's evidence out there with them doing reports on it, with them saying what's wrong with what we're doing. This is because they want Sharia law to come in effect here. So with all of that going on,
do you know what Sharia means? Sharia means law.
They ain't even know what kind of
Sharia law in Lake Minnetonka.
Listen, the whole thing is that part of what they're doing is they don't see nothing wrong with it because they feel like it's free money. It's free money to them.
Yeah, that's right.
And they don't
it's not their money.
They feel like that money is owed to them. through scamming if it is by any way means necessary. So that's part of the culture to do that. So
I'm
if
just
part of their
sorry.
culture,
I
they
can't
don't-
really
they
get
feel
up
like,
for people
hey, but look,
scamming
why
and
are
be
we
mad
so
about
mad
people
at them
scamming
taking
when
a
we
little
got
bit of
people in the
money?
Congress who done stole $1.5 billion through Medicaid fraud. So it's really hard for me to be like, this
Yeah,
Somali shit is so crazy
or
when we got a
it
motherfucker
is.
who's sitting up in the
It's
Senate
all
who stole
crazy. Y'all not
$1.5
letting
billion.
nobody slide,
in-house.
bro.
That's in-house.
Billion,
That's
1.5
in-house.
billion.
It's
And he
How
in the
many
Senate
billions
right
we
now.
sent to
It's
Israel?
in-house. You got to understand
Yeah,
that's in-house.
We
That's
mad,
us
but
doing it. You can do whatever you want to in your house, right? But you don't want me to come in your house and do it. That's the whole
exactly.
thing. That's
I
what it
agree.
is. That's the whole point right there. You have to look at that. They're not us. But they come over
Exactly.
here and reap off the benefits that because they don't even look like us, but they say they us to get stuff that we deserve, and they get more of it than we do.
So,
Hey,
Unc, are you saying because it's not us, but when it's us, it's not scamming, but when it's them, it is scamming?
We have never done what the Somalis are doing or Nigerians have done. We are not a community, an ethnic group.
Not
or
according to
scammers.
y'all, but
Everybody
according to the
knows
white
that.
folks
Steve,
y'all have.
End
you
the
need to move to
conversation.
Africa, bro. I don't
Hey,
even-
Steve. I mean,
I
Uncle,
don't
you know
know
you
what
were
this
buying
nigga
bootleg
on, bro.
tapes back in the day, bootleg CDs.
I saw bootleg tapes back in the day.
Recorded
That's
that
Hell, I
shit
scamming.
in the movie.
Oh,
Yes,
so
hell.
niggas,
That's
oh, y'all ain't
scamming.
never been
So
on
selling
LimeWire. They
bootleg
ain't never
tapes
niggas ain't never
is
made
That's
the
music
literally
on
same.
called
LimeWire.
piracy, man. Selling
Oh my,
bootleg tapes is
yeah,
literally called piracy.
yeah,
What are we talking about? Is that
yeah.
scamming?
See, niggas
Damn.
like
Oh, what
you can't
about
win with Steve. You
That's
can't
literally
win with
what
you
scamming.
about
can't
it?
win with that
So
mindset,
you
bro.
telling me you ain't never bought shit up at the barbershop that you know
What
So you
about
that fell
it?
saying
off a
these people
truck?
that
That's
scam billions
scamming.
of dollars is the same thing as somebody selling
Y'all done
a
had a bottle.
bootleg Lil
Y'all done
Wayne
had a bottle.
mixtape?
Y'all done had a bottle man
Nigga,
coming
are
through
you
the barbershop with
crazy?
bottles on Friday. Come on, that's a
Bro, you
tax that
gotta
the
be
country
trolling,
can't
Yeah,
bro.
you
collect.
can't win with that mindset. Oh,
You can't win. You can't. That's not the American mindset, man. I don't
If
know
you not
what these
paying
niggas talking
taxes
about.
on something and it's been stolen, you scamming. That's
This
scamming.
nigga Steve,
So
bro.
you saying the fire stick is scamming?
That's
You got
scamming.
fire
That's
sticks.
Oh,
piracy.
fire stick
Oh
definitely.
man.
Claiming
Oh.
No,
kids that's not
that's
yours
what
on
I'm
your
saying, bro.
taxes is scamming.
Hellcat just got out of jail for the IPTV fire stick shit.
Cause he was
That's
doing it on
scam.
a mass scale, man.
Them jail like fire sticks went crazy back in the day,
That's
bro.
scamming, bro. All that shit scamming. Like I
What
told
they
you,
call that act, the crumble
Nah,
I
hey,
didn't
listen, every
say.
time I watch the
cracking.
NFL, I'm scamming because
I
I'm
didn't
not
say. I
watching
didn't
that
say.
movie.
you scamming, Q.
I said scamming is an
Scamming ass
American.
niggas.
I
You
said
scamming,
scamming is.
bro.
Stream
Listen, I
East
be watching
You
that
jail.
just as
movie.
bad as a
Hey,
But I
I
Somali,
don't
ain't
think he
gonna
was
man.
say
black. I don't think he
I
was
said
black though.
scamming is an American phenomenon. I never made it
So
specifically about black
Americans are
folks.
the only people that you saying scam, huh?
Are us black folks not
No.
American?
Nah, we just saying that you
Yo,
can't
Q.
say niggas don't scam, bro. We
I
get
didn't.
it in.
I said we don't have a culture of scamming. Of course, if you go
America
in
has a
any
culture
group,
of scamming. What are we talking
I'm
about?
talking about Black
America
Americans,
is a
man. I'm
scam,
talking about
bro.
Black
America is
Americans,
a
Now
man.
y'all don't want
scam.
to be Americans. Now y'all something
Kamau.
I
different from
said Black
Americans.
Bro,
Americans.
it's like,
What do
Even Kamu
FBA
know we
stand for?
scam.
Steve, are you
Foundational
listening?
Black
bro,
American. You're
I just
American.
said
Don't
Black
try to
American. Are you
delineate from.
listening?
Don't be trying to delineate from FWA. You
Q, bro,
American, they
What
American.
is this nigga
A
yo,
double
Q.
delineation.
He trying to double
Hey,
delineate,
TVI,
man.
he's just trolling right now. He's just trolling you right
Yeah,
now.
he gotta be trolling, bro, because
He's
that
just
don't make
trolling
no
right
sense, man.
All right, Kamo, what's up? What's up, brother?
Yo, Q.
We
Kamu
don't
over
hear
there
you.
fast
So it's
forward.
like, bro, you went on a tangent that you shouldn't have because, like, the point that Steve made, it was America is a scam. Americans are scamming. And before that, I asked Johnny that, bro, you want money? And he said, yes, bro, everyone is having blood money. So you want, it's either, what's this hypocrisy, bro? Are you American or not? America is a scam, bro.
So do they
Stand
scam in
on a
South Africa?
10-toe.
That we,
Yeah, they scam in South Africa. They scam everywhere. But I'm just
You
saying, we
breaking
got.
up, Kamo. We can't
Well,
hear
I'm
you.
just saying, I'm just talking about my specific group. We ain't known for
America, you
scamming,
want to
so
pull
just
off
because you know some niggas that scam doesn't mean the
no,
group
dog,
is
you
known
said
for
you want to
scamming.
be
Hey,
American.
Kamo, we can't. Kamo, you
Therefore, bro,
chopping in and out. We can't hear you.
I would say some people beg to differ.
Speed taking up all the internet on the continent. This
Yeah,
nigga
he
can't
is.
even get a clear signal.
Yeah, Speed got the. That's why he got that Starlink with him.
Speed got all y'all shit going crazy, boy.
Nigga that stole all y'all gigabytes.
You know what?
Hey, Gigabyte left.
Hey, Kamu, this is a quick one. How many positions? Listen, pause in the
Hey, yo.
How many positions can what is his name? I Show Speed afford?
All of them.
Woo! Hey, he getting the whole building.
I didn't hear the question.
Oh, woo.
I said, how many positions can I Show Speed afford?
Oh my goodness! So you took.
Oh my goodness.
Kamu can't even imagine what Speed kind of pussy Speed getting over there in South Africa, boy. Talk about royalty. You talk about royalty. Oh my goodness.
Hey, hold on. Speed is
like show me some pussy.
Speed is doing Pan-African propaganda. Don't fall for that, y'all.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. There you go, my brother. Now you coming. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, I knew that was gonna get him riled up. I knew that shit was gonna get him, man.
Now you back on track, my brother.
Hey.
Now we speaking the same language.
Nah, me and TBI, me and TBI be defending the FBA in the chat.
Steve, you actually brought up a point that makes sense. We do have scammers, Pan-Africans. You 100% right.
I agree. I agree. Black American Pan-Africans are the biggest scammers. I agree with that.
As long as
I agree with that, old man.
As long as it brings us
circle moment, boy.
Hey man, y'all funny, bro. Y'all funny.
There we go.
Hey, but look how long it took us to find the group. But that is the group that is the scammer.
Hey, that's a part.
That's the only scammers we got.
Part of black culture. Y'all gonna say it's not black culture either?
Hey, watch me find another one. What about the black Democrats?
If Pan-African ain't black culture, then whose culture is it?
The boule.
What about them? TBI, they not scammers too?
Are they not scammers?
They not scammers?
Democrats, they scam.
Okay. So the political leaders of the community scam.
He ain't want to say that.
Look at got him.
But no, it's not. I'm saying that's a whole nother way of. It's different from what these immigrants. That's just like they scamming us to get us to vote. That's the only scam that they scamming us to vote.
I think y'all should really look into some of that. This is the thing. Y'all should really look into some of the business practices of Clyburn and who he hiring. You gonna find something real strange. How them contracts being dealt out, and that's and it's not particular to Clyburn. This every politician.
Hey,
if you go start looking at how these contracts and where this money and stuff going, these nonprofits and NGOs is being built, it's a loop back. They going and signing the bill and paying off their whole family. Clyburn done put his whole family on staff, and they ain't got no experience in none of that stuff he done hired them for.
It's the Dick Cheney. It's the Dick Cheney playbook.
Come on, man. America is
isn't that nepo baby?
That's scamming because you taking because what they doing the same. They taking the tax dollars and redistributing tax dollars to their family members. That's scamming.
Yeah, Jim Clyburn looked like he scammed. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling you, man. People, this shit deeper than them Somalis. But if we really start to dig into it, if we really start to dig into it,
this nigga Steve try to get everything off the immigrants, bro.
Nah. I'm just saying we get sidetracked. We get sidetracked with.
Bro, these niggas scamming, man. Ain't nobody sidetracked. These scamming. These are outside. These are foreigners and outsiders. I don't know what this man talking about.
I'm just saying.
Bro, he gotta have some Somalian homeboys or something, bro.
Nah, I don't know no Somalis, man.
Hey, those are not FBA lips.
Like where was this nigga born, man? Where is this nigga born?
South Carolina. He from South Carolina.
He born there.
Yeah.
The positions that Steve keeps taking, you're gonna have to stop saying we.
For real, Steve. Yeah.
What you're saying is not we. And you're gonna have to renounce your citizenship because
what you talking about? We
what? Yeah, what makes what you say? But what authorizes you to say we then?
Yeah. What authorizes you to say we?
Because he's supporting fraud and criminal.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Of his own country, which is insane.
I'm actually a person who I think we should. I highly despise the scam gamification and the gambling that the economy has been turned to. This is kind of something like I really like believe in. We should root out all types of rent-seeking behavior in which we scam and tax dollars and so forth and so on. I'm just not narrow-minded enough to think that this is only condensed down to one specific group or two groups. This is endemic to what America is, and because scamming is so because scamming is so endemic to America, to what America it is, it's hard for us to create a cohesive one
culture,
goal that we want to reach. Because anytime we try to reach for a certain goal as a country, or as a group, or as a community, there's always this in the back of our head that somebody's scamming or getting over. So
They are
rooting that stuff out actually move us towards the type of country I want to live in.
Rooting these outsiders out of here. Rooting these outsiders out.
Community.
All scamming need to be rooted out.
The community and portray themselves as us, and that's why they get a leg up. They are not us; they're imposters.
I don't care if they us. All scamming in America need to be rooted out if we want to actually build something that's gonna work.
Man,
because
you just conflating everything together, bro.
No, I'm not.
They don't need to be here. You are worried about them. You
but hold on,
like you keep talking like they good people.
But
and Donald Trump said they're very bad people. Very bad people. They're very, very bad people.
Exactly.
Even if we remove them, even if we remove
guilty.
But hold on. Let's take
up, and they also reap benefits that should be going towards Black Americans.
Let's take Let's take them out. I agree. Remove them. If you do not remove all other scamming that happens in this country, it's hard to get people to buy in to the system, because they gonna always have in the back of their mind that people are scamming.
All scamming, bro. I just want the scamming from the outsiders to be handled first.
Be clean, right?
Okay, agree. We can handle them, but once they are handled, how do we?
You gotta have people to leave your house so you can clean your house. But as long as you have people running around your house, how the hell you gonna clean if they keep dirtying up?
So you telling me no scamming was happening in America prior to them?
Hey,
not at this level. Not at this level.
Not at this level.
No, not at this level.
Hey, I got something to say. I got something to say. Steve,
you're lying, dog.
You
you're
keep
lying. Italians have been scamming y'all. Irish.
Italians in with them. I agree. Kamu.
They're also.
I agree.
You said Brett Favre been scamming. Like everybody's.
Brett Favre been scamming. What are we talking about?
Y'all keep doing individuals. We talking about whole groups, man. This whole groups of people, man.
Put us in the back channel, because I can't say what I want to say on the.
The Pentagon been scamming.
Put me in the back channel.
Blackwater.
Put me in the back channel, man.
Boeing.
All right, so fellas.
Let me get this off on live.
All right, go ahead. Get this last one off, old man. Then we're gonna close the show.
You said that a lot of these states need people, right? So all that money that they were allowing the Somalis to steal, if you don't think there was a way for them to say, okay, any black people who want reparations, I'll take 100,000 black people. We're going to award you these reparations to move to our state. You think we would go? Yes.
Put us in the back channel, because I don't think y'all understand the
getting people from state to state. That's BS. What you're talking about. You don't.
Oh man, they don't want you because you are a citizen with full rights, and they can't control you like they can a refugee. They don't want. That's what y'all fail to understand. They don't want Black Americans because Black Americans.
No, they don't want Black Americans because they don't
some level of rights.
Money.
We expensive.
We expensive.
They don't want us like nobody wants.
They want workers that they can exploit. They don't want workers that got rights. Y'all confused on what's going on.
Fellas. All right, we're gonna move this to the back chat. I'm gonna do y'all a favor, chatters. If y'all want to join the after show, I just dropped in the link. It says call in. But with that said, we are moving this to the back channel. Again, this has been a fun episode. We was all on about a 2-week hiatus. The guys came back. It's been a fun episode. We got straight into it. And talked about, the whole America foreign policy. We took a little sidebar. We detoured and went into a little bit of a Trae Young obituary. And we've landed with this conversation right here.
Trey.
But again, y'all see the guys. I think we got a lot of nominees up here from the Tubies. Call-in of the year is going to be heavily contested. Y'all seen the gems that was dropped today. It was a couple 25 pieces that was dropped today.
Old man was dropping Moissanite. He wasn't dropping no gem. He was dropping Moissanite over there, man.
25 and 10. Oh,
listen, we're gonna save it. We're gonna save it. But y'all see that is G the King is the cash app. That is Johnny J Rock 989 is the cash app. We got Kamu live from South Africa. Y'all see him up top. TBI called in. He was the preacher. He read the obituary for Trae Young. He is one of our guys. He's in the Sports and Money chat. He had been defending Trae Young. I wonder what the heel turn is going to be with this. It's going to be interesting. We got
like TBI, man.
Somalians are bad people, and they need to get deported. Kick their ass out.
Amen.
Steve, again, gems is always an old man. I think that they same coast, but almost becoming arch enemies. I love that.
I fuck with old man.
It's an hour and a half on that I-5 make a big difference.
Within the conversation.
Just so you let everybody know, San Diego could never F with LA, so it ain't even a conversation.
Okay, I love it. I love it.
God.
All right, so we
Carlsbad is nice though.
We're going to take this to the back chat. This has been a fun episode. I actually enjoyed this. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely needed this one right here. Just a little break from the monotony of doing shit every single day. Yeah, fellas. An audience like that, we are out. Peace.